Hello, and welcome everybody to AD2L Heroic Division of Playoffs Elimination Match. And I'm joined by your favorite, the audience's favorite, Butland. And Butland, I'm so excited. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Butland, people say that you and I have the best cast together. And
Who said that? That's amazing.
really?
I'm
Some
saying who said that? I'm not saying I disagree with you. I just I want to know who likes me so much.
some members of the AD2L community, um, players that I believe that you don't know.
Oh, that's great. Okay, should we jump into this draft though?
Yes, we should.
Dire team
Um,
So
Radiant team pick.
something that I will say, just because you only just gave me these Dota buffs a moment ago,
yes.
is that Batrider is the most banned hero against rectal damage, and they get that in the first pick. So an interesting sight to see.
I believe K7 likes to play at pause 4, and that is the most one of the most popular supports right now in the game.
I will instead of preface, I will add to that they have a win rate of 29% with Batrider though.
Interesting.
So it is the most banned, but they don't have a very high success rate with it.
Well, in their defense, rectal damage hasn't been winning this much this season because they find themselves in the lower bracket and facing elimination right now.
Yeah, actually, here, give me a quick catch up on the season so far
Okay.
as to how these people have met each other here.
Like the lore of the team's creation, or just like how the teams have done.
No,
So
no,
far?
no, just like just the season leading up to this
Okay. All right.
this post season
Yeah.
match.
All right, so Stanny is the king of content in Heroic Division. Everybody knows Stanny. He does his weekly content. He has all the hot takes. Everyone loves Stanny. But the irony is that Stanny always puts himself in S tier, all of his teammates in S tier. He says his team is always going to go undefeated, and his team did win the highest division. It was champion 2 seasons ago, but he won the entire thing 2 seasons ago. But the previous, or I guess the last 2 seasons have been underwhelming. But the previous 2 seasons were with one kind of team. This is a brand new team for Stanny, and Stanny teamed up with Hex, who is a mid laner. I guess a bunch of basically entire new amalgamation of AD2L community members. Whereas Dark Horse is a team that's stuck together much more. I believe 3 of these players have a ton of games on Dark Horse. They plugged in 2 extra players to kind of fit in the new like heroic cap to be a heroic team. And both rectal damage, obviously Stanny was like, oh, we're going undefeated, we're taking all the way, no one's gonna beat us. But he also ranked Dark Horse, I believe, very, very highly at the start of the season. But both these teams
And their recent output has been very low. Dark Horse. It looks like they kind of they've gone like 2-8 in the last like 10 games as a team.
That
something like that.
Right. Yeah. Well, Dark Horse is only in the playoffs, I believe, because they would have had to have 2-0'd the last team of maybe they had to have 2-0'd their last 2 regular season series, but one team FF, they just disbanded their second to last. Their last series, the team FF'd. And then I think they had a tiebreaker to get into the playoffs, and then that team FF'd.
Right, because I see here that Rectal Damage has played 2 additional series since. Oh no, actually, sorry, one of those was from AD2L, but they played one extra series over Dark Horse.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it a little bit now. So everybody's done their research. Big ban against Hex. Hex has played Storm Spirit 4 out of the last 4 games in competitive leagues. So they're like, okay, he's feeling Storm Spirit. We get rid of this. Makes sense. The one that's not making a lot of sense to me right off the bat is the IO ban. I don't see anybody that's necessarily a spammer or anything. I don't see anyone that's even got a game played in the last 10 games as IO. So that maybe just be a comfort thing. Unless maybe someone's grinding them out in non-esport ticketed games, right?
That
Um,
the band that confuses me is this opening pick on the Broodmother. The Broodmother's played exclusively as a carry at this point, I believe. And I don't think
Right.
Stanny, the carry on Rectal Damage, I don't think he plays Broodmother at all. But the other carries like the Bloodseeker, Void are
Yeah.
big Stanny heroes.
Big Bloodseeker,
Yeah.
Void Spirit. We're seeing all these.
Oh, and actually one little story arc that we got going in this series in particular. And Stanny's, obviously Stanny had his preseason predictions, but Stanny made an actual tier list of all the core players in AD2L, because I'm into support tier list, right? And Stanny
Hilarious.
obviously gave himself S tier. He gave Rakotu, the carry on Dark Horse, the exclusive F tier ranking. So,
is he? Is he F tier?
I
guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I guess we will. And the big thing that Stanny cited for giving the F tier ranking is he said that he has the lowest hero diversity of any other carry in heroic division on Rakotu.
Okay, so in his competitive games though, he is a decent enough versatility, but he does very low sample size. He only has a few games played.
I see. But the draft, so far Dark Horse has the Undying Timbersaw Nyx Assassin, whereas Rectal Damage has the Batrider, Snapfire, Dark Willow, and then they pick up the Beastmaster.
Yeah, so let's see. What are our lanes here? This is going to be a mid Timbersaw?
I think it has to be at this point, unless they're going crazy and doing when Timbersaw was when the player community for like the greater Dota community just realized how good Timbersaw was this patch. He was getting first phase as a carry a lot of games. People have kind of figured it out, but still one of the best heroes. So I don't think he could be one. He's definitely 1 or 2 or 3, but I think he's going to be a 3.
Hex has no games played as Timbersaw in esports.
Wow.
Or if he does, it's less than 5 out of his 400 games.
The Timbersaw's on Dark Horse though, and Hex is on Rektal.
You are correct, sir. My bad.
I bet you Hex is going to be on the Snapfire. Because actually, K7 signature, one of his signature heroes, the Batrider. And then a matter of fact, Lord Lucy, his signature hero, Dark Willow, and Lord Lucy is playing Pos 5 on this team. He's normally a Pos 4 player. He's Pos 5 on this team, but they still gave him the Dark Willow, so it's gonna be a Pos 5 Dark Willow laning with the Terrorblade.
Okay.
Which I think that's a pretty weak lane.
10 seconds remain.
Especially if they're going up against. I guess if it's a Beastmaster, it may not be bad. I don't think that the Beastmaster can do a whole lot to a Terrorblade in lane, especially if it's a Nyx Assassin Beastmaster. I think that's still a wash of a lane. That's two crappy lanes.
Yeah, that is you're really counting on a level 6, some big level 6 action from Nyx in that lane, I think. But sorry, I'm catching up on the state of picks here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we think this is what lane for the Batrider?
It's going to be a Pos 4, I think. And actually, Hex does play the Batrider himself, I believe. But I know K7 is a Batrider specialist himself.
Yeah, and Hex has a lot of games as Batrider, actually.
And I know
second most played.
I know Silix, Rectal Damage's offlaner. I think he's going by Black Coffee Uwu. He's the offlaner, but he's also a big Snapfire player. So I feel like both these two OP picks,
a lot of Snapfire games, a lot of Snapfire games in recent games as well.
Two big flexes, I think, for their opening picks. But I think the Dark Willow and the Terrorblade are pretty set in stone.
Yeah, I mean that's a big benefit of Snapfire and Batrider is you kind of can play them wherever you feel like it.
Phantom Lancer.
Like I don't want to be Batrider in an offlane against a Phantom Lancer. Maybe it's fine, but I feel like being able to clear off all the napalms every however many seconds with the W is pretty sick.
See, and you know I mentioned some people in the AD2L community said that we're the best casting duo. Even Timbu in the chat thinks that we're the best.
Oh wow. We have the Italian on our side.
So Rectal Damage needs a last pick here. I believe they're going to be looking for either an offlane or a mid here. I bet you Silix is going to be the offlaner because I know Hex really likes the last pick. So I'm anticipating a Hex hero here. Is there anything that kind of tickles your fancy on what they could pick here, Butland? Well, I guess we're going to find out.
We're going to get it.
Primal Beast. Actually, Silix also plays the Primal Beast. So until... Okay, so it's going to be Hex.
Snapfire mid.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Snapfire versus Timbersaw. That's going to be the most boring lane you've ever seen in your life. Okay. In the mid lane. And then...
Unless we see a lot of rotations from the supports, because I think Snapfire has enough damage output that if like a Dark Willow or especially a Dark Willow, Batride would need a 6, I think. But if Dark Willow rotates early on, I think there's enough damage output they could potentially get a kill on Timber, but also vice versa for this Nyx.
Yeah, I mean, I find Willow's such a hit or miss ganker, right? Like, I almost feel like your efforts are probably better spent just going through the gates. With a gank as Dark Willow, because you know you get spotted by some ward, you place your Q, they walk through it, there you go. Like, I don't know, it's kind of like it's a real bummer to try and gank with Dark Willow sometimes, especially in the early levels when Curse Crown is, I believe it has a lower cast range. I'm not 100% sure on that. It's been a while, but. Yeah, it does have a lower cast range, but okay, let's get into it.
I'm not gonna lie, Bowen. I really like Rektal Damage's draft. I look at their draft. To me, it passes the gut check without too much like in-depth analysis.
Maybe. So, and the reason I throw that maybe on there is that I'm scared of a Phantom Lancer. If I'm Terrorblade and I have to play against a Phantom Lancer, I'm annoyed.
That is
you know?
True. Yeah.
I don't like that at all. And if you look at Dark Horse, I mean, so here's what I'll say. Like, given the context of these teams that you've told me and what I saw from the game histories, it really seems like Dark Horse is that. They are the Dark Horse here. And that's not trying to be like a pun, but I think the odds are stacked in their favor just as far as the matchup goes. Not the draft, but the matchup. When I look at the draft, I think, okay, you've got a Timbersaw, you've got an Undying, you've got a Primal Beast, or sorry, not a Primal Beast, you've got a Beastmaster. All of these kind of have good mid games.
Yeah.
These are heroes that have really decent mid games almost all the time. You got a Nyx, and if they can draw out this game, you're gonna have a great time as a Phantom Lancer, I think. Right? I think max level Phantom Lancer doesn't give two fucks about a Batrider or a Terrorblade or a Primal Beast. Now, you know, none of that's true. Like in Imaginary Land, you get cheap sticks, you get a catch out. You know, things can happen, obviously, right? But you know, if I'm looking at a 40-minute mark and the net worth's even, I start leaning really heavily towards the Radiant, which is interesting. Because normally you're kind of thinking the opposite when you have a Timbersaw and a Beastmaster. That at 40 minutes you start sweating a little bit. But I think that's just how powerful Phantom Lancer should be able to feel in this game.
And interestingly enough, it looks like they're putting the Undying as a pause 4 with the Beastmaster in a Dark Willow Terrorblade lane. They're putting the Nyx Assassin bottom.
Yeah.
And I feel like you'd want the Undying against the Primal Beast, personally.
Yeah, so remember I said if I'm Phantom Lancer, I'm probably not too worried about a Batrider in lane.
Yeah.
I take that back now because you've got a Nyx.
Okay.
I was imagining it being an Undying.
Yeah.
And just thinking, oh, if they go on you, you drop Tombstone, you walk away.
I see.
And they both have very long, like Tombstone has the same cooldown almost. Not quite, but as Firefly.
Yeah.
Similar, at least.
I think there's a lot in the decision of where to put the Undying. Like if you need to give your offlaner a good lane, you throw it top. But I feel like the lane is the same whether you put the Nyx here or the Undying. It doesn't really change the outcome for the Beastmaster. Beastmaster, especially.
Well, yeah, Nyx is an investment. You know, he is a liability in lane until he is an asset in the very early or like the late early game.
Yeah.
You know, that's when he starts becoming an asset. But it's gonna take 8 minutes before he does anything.
Dops in the chat is saying stat steal lane for the Undying. I don't think the Undying stat steal does much. It's an agility carry with just an intelligence support.
Well, it doesn't do much. It doesn't do much in the way of like reducing their damage, but these are low strength heroes.
Yeah.
Both of them are low strength heroes, so like one decay or two decays and this Willow's got 500 life, right?
Yeah.
Like it kind of sucks.
I'm gonna browse to the mid lane here because I feel like mid is often a lane that I neglect because I never think about mid lane in my games. Right?
I think nothing's gonna happen in this mid lane at all.
Well, he is low, Rue is, but
yeah, I mean Rue's getting bodied by Hex as far as like last hits go, but I just don't think it's gonna be a very exciting lane.
That is rather surprising. He does have the Ring of Health now, so perhaps. Oh,
wow, that was a great dive by Hex.
Yeah. Oh, and the. Now, obviously, I'm my own independent entity. I am entitled to my own opinion.
I think Willow's about to die top here. Nope.
Oh, well, what is he doing? Oh boy. Lord Lucy.
Very nice. Yeah, and he still has the tombstone too. If you pop those mangoes a little earlier, possibly could have got the Terrorblade as well.
So just to finish my thought, I think Hex is the most BM player in the league by a long shot.
Love it.
He tips, he talks smack in the Discord, he'll all chat in game, he'll just tank the draft penalty, he doesn't care, so the Hex coming out early is no surprise.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
And
yeah, things are gonna start feeling really, really bad for this Timbersaw, I think. Especially now that he's got that bottle and they get the first blood, but that's any mid lane in any matchup usually, is that if they get first blood on you in the first 3 minutes, you're sad.
King Bob and the Undying taking a lot of damage to kind of get off to the side here.
Yeah, Timbersaw's almost dead again. Jeez.
That's with the Ring of Health too, so Hex is doing consistent high damage output on him.
Yeah, well, so he's doing a really good job managing his mana, so anytime he even tries to get up towards the lane to get some reactive armor stacks, he's just like, no, cookie, scatterblast, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and look at Hex warding him away.
Yeah, he's just chasing him down.
All the way around the tree
he's like, you don't get to get last hits, you don't get to try to get...
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
he's gonna die.
Oh,
wow.
No.
Duh. Alright, he's almost used all his tips, too. And this Bat Rider's about to die, too. Wow. Okay, you're happy. If you're PL, you get a kill in lane? In this lane?
Yeah. My mind is
looks like Beastmaster is about to get killed here. Yep. Blood Grenade used. Oh, he's slow a little longer. Boar, save me. Nope.
But it looks like Lord Lucy will go down here in return.
Maybe.
Zombie? No, the boar. There we go.
Yeah, oh, nice block with the boar.
So, like I said, while standing to the core tier list for the division, I did the support tier list. So I actually watched the full laning stage of 3 games for every support player in the entire league.
Oh my god.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Carapace plus stuff.
Something I had not considered about Nyx versus Primal Beast is being able to stop the onslaught.
Yeah, but you have to be pretty quick because I mean your impale is a long cast time. So
No. You can stop it with the armor with Carapace. If he hits you at all, he just stops.
I didn't realize.
Which is kind of, and the fact that he stops immediately sets up your impale, as we saw just there. Now it didn't save him, but
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like Primal Beast, as an Undying player, Primal Beast doesn't have a lane if you put the Undying here, whereas Primal Beast is doing perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And
but the PL's doing just fine too. I mean, he's mostly on par with the Terrorblade. Really, the only disparities we're seeing here is, oh, are we about to lose our? Yeah, wow, nice kill top.
And he has the board to slow the Dark Willow.
Yeah.
No, too much light.
I mean, the biggest gap we're seeing here is, we got a killing spree in the mid lane, right? Like this is crazy.
I mean, I think this
Middle tower is
lane.
I know it's a little early. Flip to the net worth and just look at Hexy. Yeah, Hexy's 4K net worth to 2K of Timber. You can flip back to the last system if you want, but yeah, just to take a little look, things are really not doing so hot
I
in
mean,
this mid
level
lane.
8 to level 5. That's insane.
Yes.
bot lane.
Yeah,
And
just
the scatter blast to slow the attack speed to secure the last on the tower.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's tough.
I mean, but I think this mid lane is taking place in a small town in Texas. The Snapfire has a chainsaw, and this is a
Radiant's top
massacre.
tower is under attack.
That was a really big setup for you to make a Texas Chainsaw Massacre joke. Very topical.
The PL going down the bot. Oh no, Gil getting a kill.
PL's gonna make it out of here too.
Wow. Now
This is a good Nyx assassin game, I think. Spike Carapace versus Batrider and Primal Beast is just so good.
also stops the cookies from Snapfire.
Yeah,
If they care
yeah.
about that. Now, once this Nyx Assassin hits level 6, I feel like that's a prime opportunity for them to potentially stop the killing spree on this Snapfire. Like, they need to use his Vendetta and blow this Snapfire up. Because, I mean, Nyx Assassin does so much damage as soon as he gets his ult.
I mean, but we're talking about Snapfire, right?
Yeah.
The Snapfire's got 1,300 life already. Like, this is not, you don't just hit 6 and you can't do enough damage alone, right? And besides, we're a little bit, the Nyx is only level 3, so it's gonna be a while. They're gonna be in the shits for a while, this game, I think.
Yeah. Ooh, good stuff from the Nyx Assassin.
Yeah.
Primal. Oh, no!
Oh,
my
big
goodness,
dodge.
that was big! However, he's kind of in the fray now. He's getting his booty pounded, but he's gonna walk away, no problem. And the body blocks from the Nyx, too, just icing on the cake. And then the TP out. Gone out of here. And fighting
D-Ward, why not? But I think they're gonna get him now. Batrider's here.
Oh, take.
Yeah, okay. Sure. And we missed some action top, too. They got, oh, okay. Yeah, Timber got killed again, and then Terrorblade killed the Undying.
Hex now 4-0. And still 2,200 gold above the Timber Saw.
So,
Oh no. Beastmaster was caught out. The cookie misses play.
this
No,
is not level 9 versus level 5.
Yeah.
This is brutal. He's already got the Atos, too, on this Snapfire.
Beastmaster just hit level 6, so Roar is available. The Timber Saw committed TP top, so they think they could do something here, but I mean, they could combine Roar.
Yeah,
and the
do you
Timber
really
Saw
wanna
damage
roar
to
for
get them
this?
more Lucy, but I don't think they want to roar for this.
I don't think you want to roar for this either. They shouldn't have to use it. They shouldn't have to use it. With the boar? With the boar and the chakrams?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, no. Okay, good. Undying saves the day. Steal some strength.
Looks like they're giving they gave the Nyx Assassin a full wave of experience. But the Primal Beast down bottom is looking.
They're gonna kill him.
Yeah, I think so.
See, look how dirty that Spike Carapace is. You accidentally pop trample and you're fucked.
Alright, he has the Phantom.
Oh, Snapfire's coming bottom. Okay, you get it, but do you make it out?
Oh,
I don't know.
only 1 point doppelganger. That's a lot of damage. To the
Yeah,
double damage
that's
off.
the move. You TP out. Good TP.
Very good awareness to just TP
Dire's
right after
top
the cookie.
tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
Snapfire's a little sad about that. That's a TP committed plus double damage. I guess there's a
I'm not-
tower down here.
She's
so-
not that sad though. She's only 1,000 gold away from bots. So okay, Roar committed on the Terrorblade. Terrorblade's almost dead, and he zones him for the ultimate. He zones the Sunder.
Tower is under attack.
But I think this Terrorblade makes it out alive because of that.
Unfortunate.
Just hoping to get him with a stray wild axe after, but he just beelined away. He's got the Yasha, he's got boots, he's good.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Or you got your DD Snapfire taking the bot tower. Like this Snapfire is a menace.
Yeah.
But the gold gap isn't growing much more between the Snapfire and the Timbersaw.
I think the Dire. Oh, Undying is dead here, but I think
Yes.
I think the Dire might have gone both Wisdom runes because level 7, level 6 on the Dire supports, and level 4, level 5 on the Radiant supports. That's as a support player, I think this patch, I really value getting experience early and trying to get your level 6 before level 11 at the or not level 11, before minute 11 at the absolute latest.
Is under attack.
Yeah.
And I mean, these supports on the Radiant aren't going to be able to contribute to these fights at all for the next like 4 minutes until they hit level. I mean, they can show up, but like, what are they going to do?
I mean, to me, right now, this is you're just buying minutes for Phantom Lancer. I think that's the whole game. And, you know, all things considered, the abysmal lane phase aside, Timber's not doing that bad.
Wow, the basic kisses on the level 5 Nyx Assassin. I guess there's going to be more damage coming out.
There's no tower here. They can dive all day. I don't know. I feel like this is super out of position.
The Beastmaster just running into the fray like
Whoa,
that.
whoa, whoa!
Oh,
Hex taking a ton of damage.
Oh, boy. Big
Wow.
Away the Radiant. The Beastmaster on the side will go down. The trample used, but they're all, I mean, the Radiant are sharks. They smell blood. They're trying to get more out of this.
Yeah, I mean, you take this every day. If you're Timbersaw, if you're Rue here, oh my god, and they got him through the Shadow Realm.
Despite that being a 3-for-1 in favor of the Radiant, the net worth doesn't change. I think it's because the Terror Blade pushed in like 3 waves really hard bottom. And he's just farming up a storm down here while all the fighting is going on.
Oh.
Lasso committed on the Nyx Assassin.
There's a blink on this Bat Rider already too. Oh my god. Wow.
Nyx, unfortunately, very close to his level 6, and Undying did hit his level 6. So, I think the Raid are going to gain a lot of value out of the scouting from the Nyx Assassin, just running ahead and whatnot.
Yeah. To a degree, I mean, the Snap is got bots now. Bat's got Blink, and Onslaught obviously is like a screen and a half of travel, right? Yeah. But so, you know, just I think dewarding is the name of the game right now.
Dire's top tower is under
But
for the Radiant,
for the Radiant, yeah. Sorry, I'm really thinking about this from the perspective of the Radiant, just because of how far behind they already are, right? 6K at 14 minutes is tough. That's a tough deficit to overcome.
But Timbersaw has maintained about.
Well, yeah, he got the 4 kill streak from Hex. He got the kill, which is huge turnaround for my rude player.
Looks like the Dire are kind of.
Yeah, they're grouping up for something here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's smoke on the Willow. Do we have vision of this? No, the Radiant sees nothing, but if you go to Radiant Vision, you know, it's kind of obvious what's going on. Right? You see that pushed out top lane.
Oh, he's looking behind the tower. They know that PL is here. I guess he revealed
they
now,
saw him, but.
And there's everything. Dead on the dotted line, as Ricky Mario would say, but maybe. Oh, huge wand. Oh, and the scatter shot misses. He's on the run. Oh, great dodge from.
Whoa, Snapfire! What are you doing, Snapfire?
And PL gets out to the life. It's a disaster for the Dire. Oh,
No, this is abysmal.
Oh, no! It's a disaster.
This is abandoned ship. Oh no, PL's gonna die.
Oh boy.
Still though, absolute disaster. Like, could not have gone worse.
Wow.
For rectal damage here.
I wanted to start screaming there, but I don't know how my mic would handle the screams. I know my good mic will mute me when I get too out of control. I'm not sure if I'll make eardrums bleed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But wow. A very
my God.
smoke behind the tower. But what I think was huge there,
It's a 3K gold swing. Check that fight recap.
They completely stacked the Atos route with the lasso. If they would have just waited the lasso, or excuse me, waited the Atos after the blink lasso, they 100% would have had.
Well, the only person that got to do anything was the Primal Beast.
Yeah.
Like, look, he's the only one that achieved any damage during that.
Man.
Wow.
I can't even imagine what the rectal damage cons are like. I think they were.
Yeah, that's really tough.
Excited.
I mean, if you go and you feed like that, but your Terrorblade's still pushing something, that's okay. But that was really bad. You lost everything. Why does it feel like the Snapfire is just taking an insane amount of damage?
Yeah, it does feel like that. I mean,
like she's almost got 2k life.
She went the Boots of Travel, which isn't providing any stats. I know.
Yeah.
But still.
And a Javelin up next, going Maelstrom. Oh yeah, going for the Glip Clear. Yeah, okay. But still, I don't know. This feels greedy to me.
I think you need a BKB.
I think you need a BKB as well. Like, I mean, sure, Roar goes through BKB, but it stops everything that Nyx does.
Yeah. Beastmaster committing the Roar to run away, but he dies anyway. However, it looks like it's actually a good fight for rectal damage. Just like the TL's taking a lot of damage, and there's the onslaught coming in and hits the PL, finding him.
BKB usage from the...
Knocked onto the cliff, though. PL needs to get out of this alive, but he will go down, but what can the rating get in return? Nothing, because 3 of them are dead. It's 2v5. So finally a good fight that rectal damage really needed to kind of keep their pace.
I mean, and these are the fights they want. They want, if you're using everything on Primal Beast, they are happy. If Snapfire gets to, I mean, I think part of this too is like, if you think of that bot engagement, they wrapped around, so they all were caught in the mix. Whereas in this one, it's just if you get your beefy guys and they poke forward, and then Hex gets to sit way back, use abilities as required. Same with Dark Willow. And then the exact same case, Terrorblade wasn't even there. That's exactly how you want it.
Do you have any opinions on the PL getting the Aghanim Scepter before the Heart of Taras?
Yeah, I think that is kind of weird. I'm not, you know, or even just go like a Manta, or you know, I don't know. I feel like a small, you know, basic dispel is kind of helpful in this game. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, you can just dispel the primal, or not the primal, the Dark Willow Brambles. I don't think there's anything else you dispel.
All the napalms.
Napalms, yeah. I like the Ags for farming because you can just shoot a creep camp and each bounce the...
Yeah, you end up with a real, like, you end up with some mana struggles if you're just shooting them off like crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I really like Ags on Phantom Lancer.
Yeah.
I think in this game I need to be alive.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel. Like these people are so much better than me. I will preface it with that. They are so much better than me. But I feel like I would be looking at like Heart Scotty Manta, like those kind of items. Just because I want all the health in the world. The Scotty isn't for any, you know, health regen disruption or anything. Just simply more stats, more health.
I mean, a ticket was unironically made against you due to him being a high immortal Smurf bot lane.
It's true.
Like, actually, unironic.
My Dawnbreaker mid is unmatched.
Holy cow! I still like chuckle.
Rain League Smurf. One of the most competitive leagues there is. Okay. So let's get a little recap here. So we got a Blink Dagger on Nyx. Little things we've missed. We've got a mech on our Undying. Helm of the Dominator, almost Helm of the Overlord for our Beastmaster. We talked about PL, and our Timber Saw is doing something.
Yeah.
I think these are regular items, but I don't know what the next step is. Maybe a BKB? I don't know.
Maybe
Did you buy BKB on Timbersaw?
I think the Ags on Timbersaw is.
Yeah, I think you gotta go. I think you gotta go for the eggs. Yeah.
I think the build is almost always the Vanguard, Kaya, into the Ags. I think.
Okay, this Snapfire is going a full glass cannon build.
Yeah.
To me, and you know, this is me putting my biases on the table. I don't think this is a good build. I think this is a disrespectful build.
Okay.
And I mean that in that I think he thinks that he can just go Boots of Travel, Glip Glurp, Silver Edge like Daedalus and
Yeah.
not build a single defensive anything and will be fine.
Yeah.
Because to me, I don't think this wins you the game. This build, unless you just crush them down like they have been, which is fine.
Uh-huh.
But I don't feel like this is the thing that would win you a close game.
Yeah.
Under attack.
Bat Rider's got a Force Staff now, full blown, just a yoink master over here with the Blink and the Force. Terrorblade almost has a Scotty here, so even when you get that hard, they still have something, a little bit.
You know, as the live stream's resident undying, or I guess self-proclaimed resident undying player, I'm kind of surprised by this mech pickup. I feel like this is such an insane Lotus Orb game. For either the supports, I feel like the Nyx. I mean, I think you need. I mean, I'm not offended by the Blink pickup. I'm a little offended by the Mechanism pickup just because I think the Lotus Orb is so buku crazy good. And he's doing it for the Guardian Greaves too. He could have just bought the mech and just went Lotus after that, but he's going the full Guardian Greaves. Nyx Assassin blinks in to save his buddy, but unfortunately he's dying in the process. I don't think that Nyx even needed to blink in like that, the way he did. But he does go down. He does save Ruin the Timber Saw.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a valiant, martyrous act by the Nyx. It does stop it gives you a pretty long pause on the actual lasso, which is the amount of, the distance you can get.
Yeah.
Right? He blinks in, immediately stuns for 1.5 seconds, and then stuns for another 2.2. Like, that's most of the lasso duration. And they do keep fumbling the lasso with the Glippler.
Yeah.
Okay, we get our Tormentors.
Now, I do just want to say something.
Kind of a dud for the Bat Rider getting the Tormentor.
I'm very, very pleased and happy with the Twitch chat. There's been no profanity, no bad words, being very, very respectful because we do have a minor in the lobby, and a minor's probably gonna go back and watch this. Hex is a minor, so we need to be very conscientious about the words we use. We don't want to upset the parents.
I've said the F word multiple times already in the cast.
Okay. I'm
the original F word, not the new one.
What's the new one?
The new one's a shorter F word.
Huh. Is the second letter an A?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're getting a little siege bottom. I don't think you can do anything about this. I think we are entering a stage of the game where you are going to lose all your tier 2s, and that's how it is. And as long as you can kind of shift around and dodge, you're not too upset. When we actually look at the net worths here, most of the disparity is between the offlaners and the supports. Not too bad. Oh, apparently Hex is an old man now.
Yeah.
Legal.
Disappointing. I really wanted to take that and run with it as far as like.
He's a legal teen.
Uncontested Roche here, and I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how this is going to go. And I don't fault anyone for just letting that happen.
Yeah.
Especially they took the tier 2, they commit 2 wards for it, 2 lane wards. Like, I think that's disaster to try and stop. If you actually look at this, they closed 2k in the net worth graph while they took that tower and got Roche. Like, Dark Horse did the right thing. They farmed on everybody everywhere while that was happening.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I am pretty offended by this Guardian Greave rush on the Undying. Not that.
I also think this is a pretty sick pipe game. Like, the fact that no one's getting a pipe.
Yeah, true.
Like, there's a lot of magic damage between Bat Rider, Primal Beast, Snapfire, and even Willow to an extent. Okay.
Oh,
Nyx
boy,
dies.
lasso.
They commit the lasso on what was that? A Nyx illusion? Or was that a PL illusion that he ran out there?
It had to have been the PL illusion, I think.
Yeah, okay.
I thought it was on the 10 hit point Nyx, but
Yeah.
surely not.
Jeez.
So Rektal damage is just knocking on the front door.
Yep. But I think that's how this goes.
Yeah, but do you think the Radiant Dark Force has the ability to stop it? If they actually, I mean, I guess they are kind of stopping it. Rektal is running away now, but
Yeah, I wonder what the purpose of that retreat was. I don't see why they would be scared of a 5-on-5 engagement here.
yeah.
Maybe they're concerned that PL's just gonna keep sending out Spirit Lances and drain your mana slowly, but like I don't know. They have arcane boots on the Primal Beast, and I guess that's it.
Maybe they're waiting for the lasso to come back. It's back in 10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean they still have ages. Yeah, it could just be the lasso.
Yeah, I mean, there's smoke, so it looks like I really want them to really commit to this top tier too. Like, I want to like use the lasso, use whatever they need to use to win the fight, and like take the tower. One of the big problems I had with the last Heroic Division series I casted it was 100 QQ versus the other team. Oh, lasso used on the 50 blast, so they find him. They need all the damage coming out. Oh my god, the stacks were stacked perfectly fine. They bring him down. This is a disaster for the Radiant. They had to keep him alive, but there's nothing to save the Stone Warriors. I mean, they have a Guardian Tree with Mechanism Warriors. There's just not enough, and this is... Oh boy, they can't commit the buyback on him. This might even be Frax.
That was a fantastic stacking of stuns. Or like overlapping of stuns. Oh my god! Oh, what a Sunder, dude! Oh no!
Wow.
Oh, that Sunder was sick!
Flex on him.
Oh no.
Wow. I was pretty hopeful for Radiant at this point, and I guess they're not totally out of it. It's still a good PL game if you get his farm, but it just got a whole lot harder.
Yeah, getting caught like that is tough. Part of me going back a little bit to the Manta is when you have a Manta, there's no cast on it, right? So you can literally just be spamming that. And if they fail their overlap of stuns at all, then you bought yourself enough time to doppelgang. Probably.
I agree with that, but also if he bought a Lotus Orb, he just put even if he didn't have the reaction to put it on before. Yeah,
the Undying gets it. Yeah, exactly. It would have stopped the Primal Beast ult, and yeah. And this is also a little of the if you'd had a heart by now, instead of an eggs, could have lived there.
There's also so much burst damage on the side of Rektal damage. Or if
it's a burst straight into the rectum.
Yes. Oh, but they do find the...
Okay, yeah, that's Nyx. That's Blink Nyx with a Spike Carapace. That's how you get a bat right.
Very interesting. The Yules on the Primal Beast setting him up. A BKB popper roars to BKB. There's not a whole lot of gas left in the tank for...
but Rue's caught.
But I say that Rue's caught out. Oh my god, Excessive getting annihilated. But that is a lot of damage coming up from the PL, but PL's getting really low, and that's not quite level 20 for the Snapfire, but the PL goes down regardless. It's seemingly a good fight for the Radiant. Turns into a disaster once again, and I might have to pluck the Copium at this point.
To me, that right there, that's a winning fight for Dark Horse if they weren't already 15k behind. Yeah. If that was a couple more items on somebody or someone, they make it through there. But like, I don't know, this game is so hard to talk about because obviously that laning phase was so shoddy for Dark Horse. Obviously the mid lane was a big diff, but also I don't know that I've seen a lot of impact from Tiny Dinky Daffy on the Beastmaster.
Yeah. Well,
I just don't know. I understand the idea and how it fits into the draft, but it just doesn't seem like a lot has happened with it. Well, go ahead.
I actually feel like this Beastmaster hero, I think historically, but especially in this patch, like ever since like the nerf like Necronomicon, like and the zoom at it keeps like getting shit on over and over. I feel like Beastmaster really needs to like take the lead in a game and really press his pushing power. And
Yeah.
if he's on the back foot, he feels extremely underwhelming.
Yeah, and I also feel that way with the Timbersaw too. So, I mean, I don't know these people's MMRs, and they play with each other a lot more, right? So they're gonna have different opinions on how this all fits together. But if I find myself in situations where I'm playing again, because I'm playing in like medium difficulty leagues, there tends to be huge MMR differences between roles.
Yeah.
And if I'm really outclassed MMR wise, I try to play really safe heroes, like unlosable lane heroes.
Yeah.
Now, you obviously you can still lose them, right? Or heroes where it's like, okay, I'm going to lose the lane. How do I come back? Heroes that can answer that question easily. So maybe to a degree that's something that they should be considering for the next draft. But if I am looking at this pragmatically, I don't know what Dark Horse can do to stop this.
Yeah. He does have the heart finish on PL, so maybe there's a little Kobe up there, but
We
they
got a
find
lasso
the
and
Undying.
Undying.
That's kind of good they just blew the lasso and the Undying, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because you probably just find a more high value target. However, they still might lose this. Rax either way. The axe off the Timbersaw absolutely taking everything. He's an animal. The next step is dying, but buying back. They need to stop the onslaught, but they do not. There's a lot of damage on the Timbersaw. As soon as the active scepter runs out, he just insta dies. No buyback on the Timbersaw, but 2 buybacks on the support. They find the Undying once again. He TP'd into the Butland, what are you doing?
Oh, no.
Impact. I'm crying, Butland. Oh my god, a good blink and stun from the Knicks assassin, but just not enough. Butland, this game
Peel's
is
in
over.
here. Snapfire's almost dead. Oh!
Wow.
Yeah, I think so.
King Bob. Where was King Bob in?
Oh, I was just saying we should be watching Doja. Is Doja playing right now?
Yeah, he's playing an AD2L. They had a reschedule.
Oh, okay.
But they already have a caster. They have Licky the Cow caster.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And Mega Creeps and yeah.
I think so. And yeah, so this is the thing. I don't know that I would say this is a draft problem.
Yeah.
But maybe it is a draft considering a draft problem considering where your lane deficiencies lie. I don't know if that makes sense. Where if you know that this person's gonna have a bad lane, maybe don't give them that kind of hero.
Here's my synopsis. Do you want to hear my synopsis, Butland?
I would love to hear your synopsis.
They gave Rektal damage all the comfort heroes. Every single one they could have given them, that they got the on Rektal. That and Timbersaw got wrecked in the mid lane, but the game wasn't over coming out of the lane stage.
No.
They had life, and they took some good fights.
Yeah.
And they just made more mistakes even after the entire laning stage being mostly a mistake.
I hate seeing, so I haven't looked at the scoreline of these individual players yet, and my gut was I think Nyx played really well, and then I go look, he's 4-12, but I think Nyx was doing what Nyx's should do. I think he died for his team a lot of times, just got in the mix to make sure someone else gets out, and was catching people.
Yeah.
And I think PL was doing what he was supposed to do as well, but I just don't think enough space was able to be made. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, my Dota Plus doesn't give me a graph. Does yours? Do I not have Dota Plus anymore? Maybe I don't. No, you don't have it either. The breakdowns and MVP and stuff. Those are grayed out.
I'm trying to pull my tier list because I need to make an adjustment to the tier list.
Let's see. I'm gonna watch Doja's game real fast.
Okay.
You could throw Doja's game on the mini screen there, and just let directed cam take care of it.
Oh, that's a pretty good. That's a really good idea, actually.
Okay, we have Doja on as Razor. Classic. And he is winning. There you go. Doja game. And I have to join off you, so let me know when the next game is in their
Okay.
draft.
Sounds good.
Because remember they are. Oh yeah, no, they're on. We were on 5-minute delay though, so they might already be in the draft.
Right. That is true. Oh, I'm gonna fix this. It is a 1-0 lead for
Rektal. Yeah.
Rektal.
You can just spec off me if you want to.
They're in the lobby right now.
Oh, they are. Okay. Is Doja playing with Jamie?
Yes, he is.
Or is that actual D-Raj?
It's both Jamie and D-Raj.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, perfect. Okay. I'm gonna switch.
Yeah, they're doing really well. 15k gold lead in 35 minutes.
All right, let's see here. Rectal damage.
Oh wow, so you actually had Charles Bingus in S tier for supports. That was the Knicks.
Yes.
So because I was saying I think he played really well.
Mm-hmm.
For such a challenging game.
Oh, I'm looking for Dark Horse. That's right. So Frodo is one Dark Horse. Who's the other Dark Horse? Dark Horse. Wait a second.
It's C tier. Frodo.
Was Frodo on the Undying?
Oh,
Because Frodo's normally the 4. Oh, I guess it was Frodo.
Well, you said they had no. This is King Bob. You told me they had 2 swap outs.
On Dark Horse?
Didn't you say that?
I mean, just for like the team this season, not like going into the playoffs.
Yeah, but when you made your tier list, was that?
Well, here's the thing: these clowns Butland, they have a different Dota name, they have a different Discord name, they have a different Steam name. So I don't know who the fuck some of these names are, and triggers the crap out of me. So if that, so Frodo Lepore normally plays Pause 4 on Dark Horse. I'm assuming the Undying was Part 4. It was on, or Frodo was playing the Undying. If Charles Bingus was the Knicks, so if that's the case, then I need to.
Let me see here.
Perfect. Whoops, I need to move myself for a second so I could. There we go.
No, so King Bob is I believe a stand-in.
I see. All right, Frodo, you're saved this time.
You're safe for now.
All right. Can I? Oh, I can Z it back. Perfect. So. Perfect.
Yeah. Also, I think Magic the Gathering tournament is replaced as well from Dark Horse. I assumed like you that was a name thing.
I see. Let's check in with Stanny here.
Oh no, never mind. Sorry, Magic the Gathering was there. What am I talking about? That was Nick's. Oh god, I hate this. I hate everybody's naming situation.
Oh, so they are in the draft now.
Radiant team
of
With the 5-minute delay or no?
Yes, I believe so.
Well, let's get in there then.
Yep. I'm currently spectating now. Got the overlay situated, and they're already into the second. I mean, they're in the second picking phase now. So,
Okay.
which I'm kind of surprised about, because normally when it says that you're in a tournament, not in a private lobby, when you start the draft. But well.
They may have failed to ticket it.
Oh, that's a very
Sometimes people forget.
Yeah, certainly.
But who knows?
Game 2, Rectal damage up 1-0, and Rectal damage opening with the Batrider Rubik, whereas Dark Horse opens with the Jakiro Earthshaker. I think
they let him have the bat again. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think the bat was. I mean, the bat played well enough. I don't think it was like crippling.
Yeah.
To Dark Horse, but they do ban the.
I agree with that.
On Dark Horse, they ban the Undying. Why'd they ban the Undying for the? Because they picked the Undying last time. Like, I guess Lord Lucy plays a lot of Undying, so.
Yeah. Let me think here. So is this going to be a mid Rubik? Because that was a bat 4, and I don't think that Rubik 5 is good.
Hex plays a ton of Batrider himself.
True.
Remember
That's
that.
a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So it wouldn't surprise me to see the Hex Batrider here.
Right.
So TB
Okay,
again.
TB again.
For Rectal damage. Into the Earthshaker.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stun to keep the Sunder keep the Sunder from coming out, keeping him stun locked.
And their Phoenix egg capabilities are pretty low right now.
As far as like hitting the egg.
Yeah. Rubik and Batrider are very bad at that.
5 seconds remaining.
Okay, so we got a Snapfire ban in the first phase, of course. Very good, very smart. But Storm Spirit is now open for Hex. Hex is playing a lot of Storm Spirit.
Ember
we go.
Spirit.
Ember instead. Okay.
Definitely going to be the Hex Ember, I believe. And I think it's going to be Lord Lucy probably on the Rubik's. Yeah. Surprisingly, Rubik is picked as 5 more often than 4 nowadays.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I'm pretty perplexed.
Maybe I'm just conditioned by Jamie.
Perhaps. So how do they respond to this? They don't. They have quite a bit of stuns actually. So this could be kind of a hard game to play Ember Spirit, especially if they pick like a point and click stun. I guess they can't really pick a Lion though, because they already have both their supports.
Well, help me out here. Who's Earthshaker? Earthshaker is King Bob. Plays the most Earthshaker, and King Bob was the 5 position.
Earthshaker plays a lot of core though, so if he's the only one on Dark Horse who plays Earthshaker, then maybe it is just going to be on one of the supports, but it could very well be a mid or something like that too. And Earthshaker lanes great into the Ember Spirit, like phenomenal into the Ember Spirit.
Yeah. Okay. I think this is an offlane Phoenix actually. I think they played it a few times that way, unless they did a role swap with the stand-in. I don't know.
I see.
Tiny into Ember, I think, is a even match. I don't think there's any problem there. That said, if there's a big skill differential, they are evenly matched. So if one person's playing better, it sucks.
So, I mean, this is a really weird draft coming up for Dark Horse, because like Tiny could be the 4 or a core.
No, I think this is mid Tiny.
Mid Tiny, huh? Against the Ember Spirit.
Yeah.
And it's call me crazy, but I feel like they could put the Tiny just like crazy enough. Put the Tiny in the offlane. Because I think if you go, maybe not.
I think Tiny's a poo-poo dog carry now.
Okay.
I think he is a like a poking nuke killer.
Poo-poo dog.
I think it's poo-poo dog.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta keep it PG, right?
Yes. We do.
10 seconds remaining.
So
void ban. Yeah. Brood ban, I guess. Sure.
It is interesting that Dark Horse would pick both their supports in the first phase. I feel like even in this patch, it's still more common to pick a support and a core if you want to like reveal 2 obvious picks, or like do more flexy stuff. I think the Earthshaker could have been a flex, but obviously it's up to the heroes because a quick browse of the Dota buff could reveal Earthshaker going someplace pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, there's a million great spells to
10
steal if you're
seconds
Rubik.
remaining.
And you only get to see that because Jakiro Earthshaker first, right? And you're like,
Yes.
oh, I would love to be Rubik in this game, right?
That is such a good point. This is an insane Rubik game. Like,
Yeah.
I played a game.
Just opening Jack and Earthshaker makes you go, oh, Rubik for sure.
I played in a ranked game recently where I was Jakiro, the +4 was an Earthshaker, and they had a mid Rubik, and he just stole Ice Path.
Yeah,
Fissure
Ice Path and
every
Fissure.
fight,
It's brutal.
Every fight.
Yeah.
And it was insane.
Absolutely brutal.
Brutal, yes. It's not even necessarily the duration of the stunts, it's just like the cast range that Rubik gets and his ability to just lock you down from...
Well, it's cast range and it's instant cast. Those are the two things.
Yeah.
Like, Ice Path hits immediately. Fissure
Yes.
hits immediately.
Yeah. Wow. Dops
Avalanche is also a great steal.
Dops in the chat is saying that she's predicting the Silix or the an offlane aura builder for Rektal damage coming out here, which I like.
Yeah, I think so.
But what could it be? Like an Underlord?
Well, yeah, I mean, they keyed onto it too, right? They banned a Broodmother, they banned Timber.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's a million viable offlaners right now.
Yeah.
I feel like
Sure.
offlane really got loosened up compared to patches past. So yeah, Tidehunter, sure. I think it's great.
Can I get...
Doesn't I mean nothing is helping with the Phoenix.
Yeah.
But you know, core Phoenix, maybe you don't care. I
Can
don't
I
know.
give a take that might be a bad take?
Hit me.
What if they pick a +1 silencer for Dark Horse?
Silencer?
Yes.
A safe lane silencer?
Is that like the worst take you've ever
They're
heard me?
they're picking a 1 position.
Yeah, sure. Carry silencer. Kelly's done it before.
So they're gonna pick a hero soon.
I don't know. I just look at this rectal damage. And I feel like a silencer can really dislodge kind of the sequence of things that they want to happen. Like when I look at how rectal damage wants to play team fight, it's very sequential.
Okay, so let's pretend silencer does solve every problem.
Okay.
I think you'd play a mid, and you'd play a safe lane Toddy.
And you think that's poo poo dog?
Yeah, I don't think it's great.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Weaver.
Yeah, okay. Comfort pick.
For Rakotu?
Yeah, a lot of picks of Weaver.
So,
I think, oh my god, Rubik. Time of your life.
yeah, true.
You know, Sakuchi now, too. You know?
Egg, Avalanche. I mean, he can literally just like spell steal on a hero, and the chance he'll get a good spell is pretty high.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
Now, let me ask you this, Butland. After watching the entirety of the first game, do you think the F tier for Rakotu is justified?
I don't think that PL played abysmal. I think PL played fine.
Yeah.
I think I would have done the items a little different, just given the state of the game, but it's also different when I know how bad mid really went.
Yeah.
I know what the net worth difference really is, right? When you're just kind of taking it as a game sense thing. I mean, they would have had an idea about it, right? A level 9 Snapfire was showing up in your lane when you're level 5, right? So they kind of knew how it went, but...
And I'm kind of surprised that no supports rotated. Like, the Snapfire got a bottle. They could have contested the runes.
Well, they had terrible support rotations, right? Wasn't it like it was Nyx and
Undying?
Undying? I guess Nyx is pretty good. Undying's okay. But like Cookie gets you away from a lot in the mid lane because mid lane's so short.
True.
You know, in a side lane it doesn't do as much, but in mid, like you're under the tower pretty fast.
A good ward up for Lord Lucy, but they only have 3 heroes down here. If the Terrorblade chooses to walk down here, and that's not really enough to protect this ward. If the entirety of Dark Horse chooses to walk over here to also contest this 360.
They do see this Earthshaker though.
And this is the what? King
30
Bob
seconds to
on the
battle.
Earthshaker. The newly
Boots
introduced-
first.
Newly introduced F tier player picking this high risk, high reward support, and I think this is gonna flop for them, quite frankly.
Brown boots first on my Earthshaker.
Yeah, I hope he's a pause 4, because if he's a pause 5, going brown boots first, like you could still play the lane like a
I
pause
want the
4 and like
nice,
cut,
clean.
because like you can't cut this tower.
No regen, just to clarity.
He is going to be pause 5. Very interesting.
Even bounties.
Oh no, he's going offlane. All right. Very good, very good, very good. That pleases me a great deal. And it looks like there's a little bit of flexing going on where Lord Lucy is going to be. He might still be playing the 5 role from the offlane, but he is assuming the pause 4 geographical location on Lord Lucy, and K7
Yeah.
is in the.
That's what it was last time with the Undying as well, though. Right, he went into the offlane, but kind of bought items like a pause 5.
Yeah. And King Bob already getting his butt smacked by K7, and he's right back into the fray. Like, he has the boots so he could run away, but he has no region. He's a non-factor.
I told you, I said that already. He's no region. All he had was clarity. I pointed that out.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I mean, this is rough because you started no region, and look at, like, you're an Earthshaker with no life. You're a Phoenix plus 3 with no life. Like, at least you have region on the Phoenix, but, like, this is, I mean, when I am playing in my ranked games, if both the enemy has full life and we're both on a 5th life, a quarter life, before 2 minutes, that is the recipe for, like...
Problematic, yeah.
Like... a sacrilegious butt pounding.
Yeah. Already though, we've got Rue having a better game. Remember I said like this matchup isn't too favored for anybody. He's got a bottle already before 2 minutes. You know, you're tiny, you can really start messing with people.
Yeah.
Because of the instacast on Avalanche, you can really mess up range creeps.
I see. At least Rakotu is having a pretty good lane, it looks like, right here in the creep wave. I mean, yeah, and this is a pretty tough lane for the Tidehunter. Like, the Tidehunter can dispel off an Ice Path, Dual Breath. He does go for the Liquid Fire. He'll dispel that off, too. But if you can whittle him down enough with auto attacks, he can't get away because of the Weaver Sakuchi. And you might even see that play in action here. There's Sakuchi. That's a lot of damage coming out of the Tidehunter. There's the
Blood Grenade.
The Rupert goes down, but unfortunately, I think the Anchor Smash is enough to make it so he doesn't have enough damage to finish the kill. And Rakochu is a little bit of a pickle now. No Sakuchi for 3 seconds, and he dies!
Wow. Wasn't first blood, though. Your F tier support got upgraded to D, or E tier, with the first blood top.
Interesting. I really wish I would have seen what happened there. Because the fact that they got I mean, that recovers this lane, I think, for the Radiant in many ways. So, yeah, I mean, big first blood, shift themselves out more region and kind of keep the fight going, but if I'm already disappointed by a lot of their performances already, it wouldn't surprise me if they find a way to mess it up again. A good TP out, but yeah, alright, cool.
Yeah. So to put into context here, the net worth of Rue at 3.5 minutes is almost the same as his net worth at 6.5 minutes with Timbersaw.
Crazy. Well, I mean, the base damage is so much higher. I mean, 30 more base damage? Yeah, literally almost 30 more base damage. Like, no wonder. Earthshaker's running back top and trying to salvage this lane. I mean, 8 last hits on Tiny Dink Laffy Taffy. So not looking good for their offlane Phoenix. I mean, Phoenix isn't one of these offlanes that really needs gold to function, but like, still not gonna feel great when you have the gold that a pause 4 has coming up here in 6 minutes potentially.
Yeah, a lot of action bottom as well. A lot of reliance on this Ring of Health by my Tidehunter.
Yeah.
It's putting in a lot of work.
But I mean, that Ring of Life, especially on a hero like this Tidehunter, like that's kind of
Oh,
threshold
yeah.
where like Jakiro can't just spam spells on me anymore without it feeling really bad.
Yeah. Well, also Jakiro doesn't do very well into a Tidehunter to begin with.
True.
Right? Kraken Shell's so good against him.
And Weaver will do a lot of damage to the Tidehunter as long as the Weaver's not anchor smashed. But it's kind of hard not to get anchor smashed because as soon as you see your shadow go from your body when the Sakuchi goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, 26 last hits for Stanny on the Terrorblade to the 10 last hits on the Phoenix. The Phoenix does get a good TP out to keep himself alive, and the Earthshaker rotates bottom. He's trying to find a way to get a kill on this Tidehunter. So low, a good one on Rakuchi.
They're gonna get him. They've got to get this. No way.
Oh boy. There's a stubby. No, he.
Oh, you whoopsies. Oh, dying before is actually kind of brutal too there.
Yeah.
Like they both manned up, but one of them lost. Don't copy and paste. Just drag it down.
Okay, hold on.
All right. Sorry. I will keep paying attention to the game. So, Phoenix. So the side lanes are really falling apart here.
Yeah,
and mid is not an out-and-out dumpster at all.
Yes.
Not even close. It is an even mid lane, which is kind of what I was expecting. Hex gets the first power rune. It's a haste rune. Gets a kill. Yep. Probably gets a second kill on this Weaver. It's pretty devastating.
Yeah, he's Sakuchi.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh.
Well, he's Sakuchi right, and during the fade time he got changed.
Yeah.
Okay, Batrider's trying to steal the XP rune, but getting caught by Rue.
Oh, will he get? I guess the Earthshaker's also coming. It's gonna be a long range stun, hopefully enough to. Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
The avalanche is coming, but that's still, regardless, a ton.
Yep.
Resources.
Yeah.
Just to secure this for themselves. The Phoenix isn't picking it up, and the Phoenix does get the experience, but he needs.
The Phoenix is level 4, man. It's tough.
And Stanny on the, I mean, he's almost level 6.
Yeah, he's 5. He's having the time of his life. 44 and 33. He's got 33 denies. 34 denies. Stanny's having the time of his life.
Yeah. With 35 denies?
Yeah.
Holy,
I told you. 35 denies.
Never seen denies that high in my life.
It's 7 minutes. It's 7.5 minutes. Like, he's having a great time.
Holy. I'm running out of things to say. Casey May saying if Weaver gets a basher, his Germinate hits will give him a good chance to bash, which is, I guess, a decent lockdown option on the Ember Spirit, but
I don't think so.
I say that ironically.
Oh my god, this Phoenix is gonna die again, dude. This Phoenix has 3 bracers and a ring of health. 3 bracers and a ring of health, and you're just dying under tower, man.
The triple tip. Holy cow, dude.
Oh no. Okay, so you know, this offlane's tough.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't feel like their lane matchup was this disproportionately bad, is how I will phrase that. I think that the hero matchup should have been maybe a little closer.
Oh, that's a lot of damage on the Batrider, but there's no way there's enough for a kill, though. Oh, but there is! He might the kill, but it might be a sacrifice to give Stanny.
I think so.
Solo.
And this is meta. I think you start knocking on the tower. Hello.
Absolutely. A lot going on bottom. Fairy Fire popped on the Rubik, but unfortunately not enough to keep him alive. There's the Anchor Smash with both these heroes. Keeping him alive for quite a while.
They got him. They got him.
Enough damage, but
Hex shows up, but no, he's got a remnant. He's got a remnant out of here.
A lot of damage coming out on him, but he should get right back to 50. I want to ask the chat something. is Dark Horse playing kind of underwhelming because they have 2 stand-ins, or is this what we should have expected?
I think it's just one. I think it's just the one stand.
Okay.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know. I don't know how many people are familiar. Yeah, Remy's calling it out exactly.
Yeah.
He has 4 times the denies that that Phoenix has last hits.
Radiant's middle tower
Despite
is under
despite how overwhelmingly impressive this is, I guess 2K at 10 minutes is kind of a lot. Let's look at net worth.
I mean, this guy's got 5.2K at network at 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big win if you're position 1.
It is. But one thing.
If this was off, if off was watching this game, he would go 5K at 10 minutes, and you had a free lane. Nah, that's not good. he holds his 1 positions to a very high standard.
It's funny because
He'd be like, "Why are you denying so much? You should just be jungling." Like that's what he would be.
That's hilarious because you played a full winter mini with him. So.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was. He would complain about 1 positions that won their lane. He'd be like, "They should have won it more," and he's not wrong, but it's still, you know.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna lose the tower here, bottom.
Stanny on the Terrorblade actually gave off the seat.
Oh, they're TPing in for this. They're TPing in for this tower.
Interesting. Well,
There's no remnant available on the Ember Spirit, but
That's,
Meteor Hammer down. Looks like Rue's caught. Oh, big egg! There's no way. You're not killing this egg, Hex. You're crazy. Oh, big dodge, though.
Very good, yeah. But that's still
But I think they got him. They hit him with a spirit. He's dead.
Good dual breath.
Yeah, and this Bat Rider is gonna get hit too. This Phoenix is actually doing a lot, all things considered.
Wow.
3 for 1.
Very good fight, but there's the spell skill from Lucy. He dropped the back fire, picked up the jack, and threw him back in it. That was a pretty sick play to watch.
Yeah, I don't know why he was holding on to macro that long. Like, you should have used another spell. He must have just forgot there was a Rubik. Because he cast the macro, like, ages ago. Okay, all things considered, though, that is favorable for Dark Horse.
Yeah, very much.
You know, the recap says 1K swing for them. Sure.
Yeah. I also just want to.
Kind of sucks for Rue. Rue died at the very beginning of that. Maybe got some assist gold, but that's it.
Yeah.
Right?
One thing I do want to point out is that I guess one nice thing about just having
Nice
one,
deniement.
like all the net worth is just stacked on this Terrorblade essentially, right?
Yeah.
If they do find ways to like initiate and kill Terrorblade before the fight starts, like all the momentum is riding on the TV. So if you shut down this TV, all the momentum can be vaporized.
Yeah, but the difference between the first game and this game is I actually think this is a much better game to be Terrorbladed.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think TB into PL kind of sucks.
True.
I think TB into this, sure, all day.
And it was a last pick Weaver too, so do you think that there could have been a better option?
I think that's a comfort. I think they're in the post game. They're down a game. You play the hero. You know how to play.
Yeah.
And Weaver plays pretty good into almost everything.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Not incredible into anything, but pretty good into everything.
Weaver is fighting his farm, but still right at 2K net worth behind the Terrorblade.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's still good. I mean, I think they drew their lane.
Yeah.
And it's not that bad.
I do like the Meteor Hammer pick up on the timer to give themselves some pushing power. Since they're kind of push without the Metamorph.
That's what got them the Rue kill in that last fight too. Is a little bit of a reveal.
Right. I feel like Rue, for how well mid was going for Rue, he doesn't have a lot. He's struggling to find his Turbo Saber at this point. He's going to walk over here and find the TB getting these Ancients, but somehow Stanny sees it? Man,
Whoa. Okay, a little bit of a whiffed macro, but he didn't give it up to Rubik, which is nice. We use an egg for this. Okay, you trade your Bat Rider for your mid laner. I don't know if that's good enough. There is no remnants. No remnants for Hex, so Hex is going down here. Echo used. Yeah, why not? Save the. You don't know if a remnant's about to come up, right? get rid of him, and it actually was. I think he had 3 seconds on his cooldown for it. Okay, Rubik gets out of here. That's fine. All right. Yeah, a little bit of a kind of a dud fight. I mean, the thing is, Rue just keeps dying in these. It's tough.
Yeah.
And something I will say is that, you know, normally when I'm playing a mid tiny, I get the Echo Saber if the game is going well. If the game's not going well, I try to get the Blink Dagger just so that I'm doing stuff.
Yeah.
Because if the game's not going well, like you can't just fight your one position for jungle farm, right?
Yeah.
But in this game, okay, sorry, Ember Spirit went, or Earthshaker went down here. But there's a lot of problems with like blinking in and trying to kill somebody if you're tiny, right? Like there's lasso, there's Rubik lift, there's Tide Under Ult, there's all sorts of things that really make it annoying if you try to like poke and blink someone as a tiny. A lot of things to disrupt that. Little engagement bottom. Oh, we've got the Ravage committed.
There's no egg for 30 seconds, so this might be.
Oh, they gotta run away, and I think Rue's gonna die again. Chikiro and Rue.
Rue is much better lane.
Whoa, big fissure.
Yeah, big fissure. I agree.
Hex committing for this is possibly a little greedy.
I agree, but I don't think that the damage to bring him down.
No, I don't think so.
Rikochu finds the solo kill on the Batrider top, which is a really good boost
Yeah.
in his game. My camera work is trash. But it looks like there's nothing stopping. Oh, okay.
That was nice.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, I like that. I think that's certainly worth it. Yeah, Rue is having a rough time, and in that last big team fight with the last time where the egg was.
Whoa, dead before he could egg.
Wow.
He had egg. Oh my god. He pops the spirits. He wants to go fire them all off and then egg immediately, but no. Shit. That was tough, dude. That's an anchor smash, a fade bolt.
And the stolen fisher. I think the stolen fisher was huge.
Yeah.
Well. So the last team fight that happened over by the Wisdom Rune. I guess there's another team fight happening now where they're going on Silex. And Silex is going to die here. Echo Saber is enough to. Oh, maybe not. They really need a fight. Okay, there we go. While that last team fight, they committed egg over here by the Wisdom Rune. Rue literally walked through this Watcher, and the Dagger had this Watcher. They see him walk through the Watcher to this ramp. And Stanny's farming these ancients, so like he sees this entire thing. And Rue literally just walks up looking for Stanny, I think, and he literally just dies. I think it was Tidehunter TP'd here because they literally saw him doing this. He just dies, doesn't like do anything. It was very peculiar how he just kind of walked through the Watcher and then just died and didn't like cast any abilities. It looked very. I'm not accusing him of this, but it looked very 3-2-2.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It is this is the strangest part of the game as a tiny. I think is when you have either a Blink Dagger or an Echo Saber and not both.
Yeah.
Because your kill potential is very low for a solo kill at least.
Yeah.
Like your burst damage has really fallen off with proportional to the enemy hero health.
There is the Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker now. Oh,
yeah, Blink on the bat as well.
Fallen, we have the Brown Boots Active Scepter Rush on the Chikiro. We're seeing it.
There you go.
It's the dream build. Man, taking notes from a true Chikiro master, Grandmaster at that.
Yeah, I mean, this was our S tier support. Remember, this was the Nyx from the last game. He's in your S tier list.
He is.
A man after your own heart. Oh, and Rue gets caught. This is a blink reveal from the Batrider. Nah, your level 1 macropire is not doing anything to these people.
They potentially could have used that for the team fight, like used it with the egg or something like that. Now it's on cooldown for over a minute now, but perhaps it's not going to be a fight in that span of time.
Well, I mean, Tiny was only dead for like 20 seconds. Though.
Yeah.
It's not.
I mean, Rue is. I guess Phoenix is still struggling more than Rue at this point, but
yeah,
I really think we saw Rue get just pub stomped the last game. I was really hoping we'd really get to see him kind of show us what he's made of. and despite having the better start this game, I think he's having less impact than last game. If I'm
Yeah, well, they kind of it was kind of the opposite. They got smashed in the lanes,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he didn't get that first power ring, which was a haste. Could have changed the pace of things a little bit if that landed on our Tiny instead of our Ember Spirit.
Stanley has his Scotty finished now, so this might be a good timing for them to really push their advantage. I just want to see a big team fight Butland. We have the Macro Pyre coming up right now. We have the Earthshaker. I mean, what's stopping the Radiant from smoking?
Yep, this is a blink reveal for our Earthshaker as well.
I'm sure he's flashed in the Dire Vision somewhere, so it might be the
yeah, he could have.
But if they're clicking on the hero at the top of the screen,
they did
know.
just reveal it trying to kill that Ember Spirit, and you know what? It's good that you didn't use your Echo there. I don't think you would have killed him before he rounded it out.
Are we gonna see a smoke here from the Radiant? No, they're too split at this point. It looks like they're content with this farming, which I don't know. What do you think, Bond? Do you think it's better for the Radiant to wait for the Dire to push tier 2, wait for them to bring a fight to you, or do you smoke and go find a fight yourself?
Ooh. I think that has to do with your vision. How many wards do you have left, right? They've got all this defensive vision up. But if they only have one ward left in the shop, like,
Yeah, very
Can you really go for a smoke and try and find something if you can't reveal while you do it? Right?
It's actually hilarious to look at the warding because all the wards on one side of the map, the Dire have all aggro wards.
Yeah, exactly.
Wards.
Free Roche, no surprise. Although I would say that they should want to fight this. They actually have a team fight team now, right?
Yes.
Jakiro in the pit is great. Earthshaker in the pit is great. Phoenix in the pit is incredible, right? Like, it's kind of a bummer that they let this go for free. I think that was an opportunity. Right? We're pre-BKB. I mean, as soon as these people start buying BKBs, like, Tiny doesn't do anything, Phoenix doesn't do anything, Earthshaker doesn't do anything, and Jakiro don't do anything. Until he gets that eggs, which he has enough money for now. But, we're getting really close to BKB on Ember Spirit. You're never going to see it on Tide, because Tide got baked in. And then our Terrorblade now has an Aegis and a Scotty. And he's going BKB next as well. Like, this is,
Kind of an aside, I really do like the warning.
Oh, big!
But not enough damage. The counter Ravage is
Lift.
there, and there's no egg. Where's the egg to follow up? I guess there's no team to follow up.
That was all lift. So he echoed, and then the lift went through before he could land the fissure, and then the Ravage happened. That was crazy.
Yeah, I mean that was.
And the Rubik would have been stunned, as well as the Ravage. The Ravage would have been interrupted, and the Rubik would have been stunned by that fissure as well. Could have been crazy.
Yeah, it could have
been.
But
that's what you want in your Rubik player. People that play Rubik, they're quick, and because you gotta be. It's a yoink. Gotcha.
The Aghanim Scepter is finished on the Jakiro. This Macro Fire should stay alive to kill
4-man fissure. Let's go.
The Jakiro should stay alive to kill one more creep wave, I think. So that'll be nice. It looks like we'll fully quell this push.
They're smoking for this though. No Echo.
No. This is really bad. There's no Echo Slam. There's no Macro Fire.
Yeah, there's no macro.
Oh, and they want the Epic Spirit does nothing. This is horrible.
He's gone.
There's no way you turn around right now. They're going gassing. The blink on Rue. They have the toss up and they find the Rubik, and I guess the Dire aren't.
Yeah, I mean you take those, but yeah, this is tough. I really feel like that Roche was a missed opportunity. I don't know that they would have won, but I think that's when you lay all your guns on the table. I mean, that would have been that first Roche.
I think if the Jack had especially if the Jack Hero had the Aghanim Scepter completed by then.
He wouldn't have had it yet, but it's still good. It's still good with an Echo and an Egg in the pit with an Avalanche. Like, I don't know. So
something else that people don't really consider when they look at this Jakiro pick, and something that I think
They
about,
smell this Bat Rider here.
something that I think about is like if you get the Octarine core after Axe, which is a very greedy build, don't get me wrong, but if you get Octarine Axe, you could fully stop the pushing of one lane if you time your macro pyres correctly. You can completely stop a lane from being pushed down. And they find the Phoenix, and there is a
Whoa, he eggs for this.
The
They walk
macro pyre
away.
miss on everybody. This is not a good fight bot lane. They
No.
need these macro pyres to be big macro pyres, and
Oh,
Hex
Jakira's...
is in the macro pyre, but it's just not good enough.
Ooh.
All having to run
No, he
through.
lifted again.
Ravage is committed, and there's just no damage left. I mean, they need lockdown in this Aghanim Scepter macro pyre. They just don't have that. They need everything to keep them. Oh, and the frickin' Sunder. Oh.
Yeah, but that was this exact same story. He echo slams and gets lifted.
Yeah.
This is brutal from this Rubik. I almost feel like you need to do it the other way around. You just need to fissure and then blink and then echo and then... Yeah, jeez.
Yep.
I don't know. This game is getting out of control, and you know what? The gold deficit I don't think is... I don't think it's as much as it was last game, but this one feels even more insurmountable.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
But I think that's part of the last time they had the PL, and you keep being like, it's like a Spectre. You're like, okay, just we get 10 more minutes, who knows, right? But this time you have a Weaver, not as big a... Okay, yeah, Earthshaker gets snagged.
A really good catch to find the Earthshaker. I guess he didn't have Echo Slam for another minute, but...
Yeah, but I don't know. It feels like he was just kind of standing around waiting to get lassoed. I don't know.
And lasso cooldown is so short, even without an Octarine,
Yeah.
that you're not really missing out on anything.
No, it's...
They have
Okay.
to go, initially with a Kite Hunter, but...
No, he doesn't toss him back. He just tosses him up.
Yeah, I agree, Dobbs. I think Stanny is playing really well. I mean, I don't think there's been any pressure applied to Stanny. I think Stanny's one of these players who's very, very good mechanically, but he can kind of crumble on pressure if pressure is applied to him. But, I mean, there's been... I mean, they've been cradling him on Dark Horse, like... you know what I mean? Like, not doing anything. And he can be popped on Hex.
Hex is caught out here without a remnant. Oh. Alright. Ooh, big procs. Big procs, he could die here. Yeah. Damn. No misses. No uphill misses.
900 gold going.
They go, do they know they have him? You guys killed him already. What are you guys fissuring for? What the fuck?
That's 900 gold going exclusive to the Weaver, but if this was a different hero, I'd be like pretty excited, but I just don't think.
Yeah, he went for Mjolnir instead of the Glip. Interesting.
But isn't the Mjolnir like not even that good of an item on the Weaver? Like we would just want to.
I think Mjolnir is bad on Weaver because you're playing for Geminates. Yeah. So I think you go Glip usually, to me.
Okay.
But you know, that's fine. I don't think it really matters. But I think if you're going for Mjolnir, I think you just keep it as a Maelstrom, and you get your Daedalus, you get a Deso or something. Okay, they see Tidehunter. You can't kill him, even if you try. They're using everything on this Tidehunter, and he's at full life.
I mean, a phenomenal Ravager, bad Ravager, there's no follow-up, but they do find the Tiny in the back, and all the
you're using everything for this Tidehunter. He's not even, you're not even gonna kill him.
All the abilities for both teams, there's been no follow-up anywhere. Egg committed, forcing the Terrorblade to walk back, and that's a lot of damage coming out on the Terrorblade, but there's more damage coming out from the Terrorblade. They find Hex, and they kill him. That
was a good buyback. That was a really good buyback.
One buyback so far.
Yeah. They might still find Stanny here.
Oh,
no. Oh, the heals!
Is there an Aegis on Stanny anymore? No, Aegis is gone, but Stanny... Oh, this is too much net worth.
Yeah. Yeah, you're fighting under a Sentry.
I mean, that was the fight.
That heal was sick, though. Yeah. Who healed him? It was the Sunray, but there was a burst of heal from somebody. Does anyone have a mech? Nobody has a mech. Maybe somebody had maybe someone had a flower? A lotus? That was crazy.
You want to know what I call this, Butland?
What do you call this?
Desperation Magnifier.
Yeah.
They're trying to stall for this Tiny to come back up, which again, it's gonna work, I think.
Gold for me.
Yeah, but your Tiny just bought back before 30
Yeah.
minutes and then died again. Like, this is a tough game.
It's just like what Scooby-Doo would say. This game is rough, rough.
I don't know. Did Scooby ever bark?
No.
I don't think he ever barked.
Maybe it should. I guess Snoopy doesn't bark either. Holy shit. Anyway.
Yeah, this game's tough. I don't know that it's likely for them to fumble a high ground.
Yeah.
I think that we have a BKB on our Terrorblade now, or we have for a bit. He's used it twice already. And you got Scotty, you got Daedalus, like our Terrorblade's like rapidly approaching six slotted, and it's 30 minutes. And he's a hero like Naga that you can kind of just sit there and siege if you want all day. He can cut every wave with his illusions the whole time. They just keep using everything on this Tide Hunter. It seems really silly to me.
Here's the thing I'm gonna say. They have everything available on Dark Force. They have the egg, they have the Echo Slam,
Yeah.
the Macropire. I think if they stack everything well, and I think Lord Lucy's been doing a phenomenal job interrupting the sequence I think they were really relying on, so good for him. He's also stealing a lot of really good spells. He has the Fisher that's also going to like just dislodge things even more. But if the Radiant can get off their entire string of abilities the way they want to, it might be.
I just don't think that they like. Yes, they could make a mistake. That it's Dota, that happens, right? But they don't have a team that needs to funnel up the high ground, right?
Yeah.
Tidehunter walks up there, starts casting Meteor Hammer. They use every stun on him, and then he walks away and gets his health back, while Terrorblade just sends in illusions. Like it's a really uncomfortable situation for the Radiant because they want you to clump up, but they just don't have to in this situation. They don't have to clump up.
Yeah. The Dire are collapsing on this, and
Yes.
The Radiant is this team where they want the Dire to go up a funnel. They want them to go up a bottleneck, and this is not the bottleneck they want. Maybe this little pathway right here is. There's the egg pop. They find the kill on Lord Lucy. That's a really big kill, but they do find the Earthshaker before you get the Echo Slam off. The Earthshaker buys back. Hex has no BKB. He's the cover position.
He has no Remnant either on Hex.
The Ravage and Rakoji needs to survive. He does. Just gets absolutely blown up. But so far it's a 3-for-2 buyback mid on the Earthshaker, and the Echo Slam is still available. But I don't think he commits it. I think he just runs away. And this Tiny really needs an Aghanim Scepter. I don't think you buy a BKB at this point. You buy the Ags and really go all in on like this crit Ags tree throw shenanigans. Don't you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is a good BKB game, but you'd want to have it by now.
I also really don't like this Jakiro buyback here because he had 30 seconds left on his death timer, and then like his death timer was the same as his Macropire cooldown. So like you just save the buyback and wait for there to be a fight where you die before you drop the Macropire, if that makes sense. Oh! Echo Slam, and that was the spell they needed to save this game. He's gonna die. It's a disaster. It's another meltdown.
Maru's about to go down.
Missed no.
He tossed them out of it.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is a little communication breakdown, I think.
Oh no, they find Rakoji. He does get the time lapse off, but it's still he's kind of uncontested over here.
No, but he doesn't have a time lapse anymore though.
I mean, no lasso. There's really no lockdown available, and they really need the damage sustained to kind of punish him. He should just Sakuchi right on out of here, no problem, and he does. Stolen Sakuchi on the Rubik. They're trying to find him, but the cooldown reduction on Rubik is just insane.
Yeah, but everyone dies for this. Like, you're just too far in, right? Like, everybody dies trying to save you.
It's tough. He's like, they need to take a fight in a bottleneck, and they kept on venturing out of their base where I really think their biggest hope would have been is to try their best to like stall the pushes and take fights on the stairs of your high ground. They kept on venturing out and getting surrounded. And as a Jakiro, the last thing you want is to be surrounded. You don't want them to kind of swarm you. You want them to all be in front of you so you can land your ice pass, land your macro fires, and they're just never.
Oh, he gets the Bat Rider for free.
Maybe they lose a range rack. I guess it's not really it's not the melee. It's not the one you really care about. But
yeah.
I mean, they're venturing out again. Do they even have egg? They do have egg. No Fisher and no. Oh boy. 2 stuns coming out back to back. The Ravage and the Fisher.
Oh, good egg, good egg. Very close.
Is there enough attacks? No.
Yeah. He halberded. He halberded the.
Okay. Hex plus BKB. He's back in the fray now.
Terrorblade's about to die. Whoa.
Whoa.
What is this? They're just trickling in for no reason at all.
Rue survives too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. That was sick. That was a 6K gold swing.
I didn't think that was possible, Butland.
So, okay, so a few things, interesting things happened here. So, Sunder was used, and it hit the Lincolns of Weaver. And then Weaver just killed him.
Okay.
But they were just trickling in that whole time. I think they just should have, they used the egg, and the egg was kind of a whiff. Like, it saved his life, which was nice. Like, that was good. But it was one of those, like, life-saving eggs. And then they killed the Tidehunter. If they'd all just walked away, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. You wait 60 seconds and you go knocking again. But but then they just trickled back in thinking they could pull it off. And that's a little cocky. Okay. King Bob is caught somewhere. Yeah, sure. In a place. Remy, it was used. The Sunder was used, but it popped on the Weaver Lincolns.
I mean, the cooldown of Sunder is 40.
It's very quick. It's very quick, but it's not that quick.
So that does change my perspective a little bit because, like I said at the very beginning of the game, I guess maybe not at the very beginning, but like a minute 10, all the momentum is kind of curled up in this Terrorblade. If they just find ways to kill the Terrorblade, that's their one-way ticket to swing the momentum. And I think if they kill Terrorblade and win a fight, killing Terrorblade one more time, they might still have a 12k net worth lead. I think all their momentum is basically just locked at that point.
I will say, hang on, Rubik's about to die for free. That's pretty good. They're going for Roche.
So,
they're chasing Hex. Hex is just stalling this out. It's smart. Oh my god! Whoa, they just kill Hex for free! I mean, they got Roche, but like, bruh!
That's
okay.
Not good, Butland.
No, it's not good. And what Remy was saying is maybe he used the Hurricane Pike. Maybe that was what popped the Lincolns. But, I don't know. You'd think you would have Sundered then, so I don't know. But Hex really over... Hex, I feel like Hex is playing like he has an Axe.
Yeah.
And his Remnants just aren't going as far as... Like, it feels like he's just firing off Remnants and traveling, 600 range instead of, 1,000 or whatever.
And look at this, the Radiant are having the confidence to push high ground. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no. Okay, they're TPing back now, but... I mean, they have a range rack gone, but I don't give a hoot about range rack. They basically have all the racks available still. They give up the Roche, but they get a lot despite giving up the Roshan. Terrorblade dies once. He's still scary, but especially if they can find a way to win a fight with this Aegis on the Terrorblade, I think Dire are gonna be very, very sad, and it will basically spell the end. But Shadowblade on King Bob. There's a lot of damage going.
He's dead. Yeah.
I don't think.
No. Yeah. I think you commit everything the whole time. Because any death like this to an initiator, you catch a Tide, you catch a Bat Rider, right? You catch Hex. That directly delays the next push, right? Yeah. Why would you push without your Bat Rider? Bat Rider's the one that's gonna catch someone for you, right? But if you kill like a Rubik or something, yeah, okay, I don't think that's a good echo. But I think with a bat, for sure, good. I'm in. Right? You know, Bulldog's always said, Admiral Bulldog's always said, they're just spells. Just use them. Just use your fucking spell. It doesn't matter if it's on one hero. Use them. You would rather, most of the time, you'd rather fight a 5-on-4 than fight a 5-on-5 with Echo.
Yeah. Okay. I do like your point about how much the Dire are relying on these lassos to get fights started. Without that, the rest of the Dire may be scared to take a fight.
Yeah, it does not feel good to be Weaver right now in this very moment. Not a lot of Sakuchi left.
One thing I do want to point out.
All right, he's in though. He's in.
On Lord Lucy.
Yeah.
And something else I want to point out is that Lord Lucy did get the shard from the Tormentor, so he now has to save, which could be really big in saving a Terrorblade or give him enough time to get Sunder off in the future, but he also can't save when he's dead.
Yeah. So this is actually the most fun time to play Weaver in the game, is when you hit 25, you get the extra Geminate hit, and he got the Enchanted Quiver for the bonus attack range, and you're just data listing people to death. It's so much fun. The supports get hit from downtown, and they don't have a clue what happened.
Damage on the tower. There's the Agnes Center Macro Power committed, but it's a horrible angle. There's been able to walk around this all day, every day, so they really need to get out of here.
Yep, they just back up. No, Jakira's dead. Leave him. Yep. Oh my god, you guys are crazy.
They are really trying to get. Oh, there's that damage.
Wow, tied.
To get the iPads off. They bring down. No, the Inverse Spirit does
survive. But
the Ags Macro Power is still on the ground. They're walking.
I'd never used the Ravage there. He just died. He just took a ton of hits from Geminate and never Ravaged.
Okay, so Hex pops the BKB, runs in, finds nothing, and he's just gonna walk out. King Bob's in a rather compromised position, but he will walk away too. And Butland, I'm gonna have a moment of vulnerability with you. I was like getting ready to like start jotting down questions to, ask Rektal damage during the voice interview, and all of a sudden.
I mean, like, pull up the graph for a second. Just take a look at the graph. It's the Like, look at this. Just a 90-degree corner right there. It's just boom, boom.
100% win rate Gaben predicted. Gaben never gets up to 100% win rate.
And Gaben says, "You shall not pass." Now, Gaben thinks they won and just moved on to the next game.
Rakotu,
Rue's caught out here.
The portal. Okay, there he goes. He finds way around. There's a
good fissure.
A lot of damage on Sandy, but 2 high ground misses.
Rue is so low right now.
Low. They just need to reset, I think.
I think you reset. You reset and you buy.
On the Batrider, if they can't.
No, too slow, buddy.
But there's the stun. But there's the. They're gonna find it.
They got him. Yeah. No
buyback
time
is
lapse
available,
yet.
but Aegis is vanishing in 30 seconds, so buyback is available.
Yeah.
Okay. So they on the Dire, they really need to push down 2 lanes here, Bowen, because the Jakiro is gonna be able to macro pyre one of them.
And Tiny goes for the Chrysalis before the X. Okay, that's fine. You could do that.
If Jakiro times his Ags well, he could kill 2 waves with 1 macro, and that will save the time for Weaver to come back up before they actually start hitting a tower.
Yeah, they are only pushing 1 lane.
My Ballin, if he's the biggest ball, if they're going to back door,
Yeah.
he can't wait
Yeah.
for the back door to drop. He didn't drop the macro now for the creep walk.
Oh my god, Rue, what are you doing? Rosy cheeks and red shoes.
Oh no, by him to fight for no reason. Finally, the macro fire comes out, but it's not a good macro fire. They're already there's the echo pit.
Whoa, Stanny, Stanny, what you doing there?
Hurricane piped down to the low ground. He's gone. He's out of here. No problem. He survives.
Mate, whoa, he was getting close there though. There was a Geminate on the way.
3 buybacks committed on the Radiant. That's a buyback on Rue, buyback on the Weaver. Now all of a sudden there's a huge win condition back in favor of the Dire for literally no reason by Butland for no reason.
It was 2 buybacks, right? Just Rue and Weaver.
Okay, maybe 1.
That should help.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's a real thinker, I think, for Rue just standing on the top of the high ground, no vision. You're playing as a bat rider, man. What do you think's gonna happen? I guess that was a little toxic, but I don't know. That one's perplexing a little.
That never should have happened if. Like literally, the Jakiro ran to the freaking.
I completely agree with you. If you put that macro ahead of schedule a little bit, would have disrupted everything. Stanny getting caught by Rue, but okay, the toss misses.
I mean, the Radiant are here. They're really pushing, and the Batrider has the buyback, and Rue just dies. This is a dieback if Rue dies. If Rue dies, it's horrible for them. It looks like he should. They're getting the dieback.
Oh, they're gonna catch Jakiro here too.
The Radiant were pushing there. I actually don't know why they were pushing there. They brought it back by finally. They brought it back, and then they committed the buybacks for no reason. They took a bad buy, bought back for no reason, and then they actually buy back. They go and push the high ground. Oh
yeah, yeah.
Let's look at the
Pressure's mounting.
Look at the graph now. Oh boy. We got the Ugalala aquifer in the Midwest of Kansas slowly sloping down to the Flint Hills. And then there's just Mount Everest.
What, you just hitting everybody with some Kansas geography trivia?
Yeah. The Ugalala aquifer is critical to the agriculture of the entire region.
Oh, okay. Stanny has to use BKB for free.
That's a lot of damage. There's no one to run to Sunder unless he Sunders a teammate. There.
No, that's Valiant.
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh, they needed to kill this.
Oh, crit! Yes!
He has buyback available, but obviously that.
There you go. That was an Echo Egg timing to perfection. With the Geminates both came and they both crit. Because he's got a fucking rapier.
Oh!
I didn't notice this. You didn't notice this. We have a rapier on our Weaver. He's got Enchanted Quiver. He's got Dragonlance. His boots are gone. Fuck boots. You're Weaver. Alright? Daedalus, Divine Rapier, triple shot on your Geminate. Why not?
The Rakotu trains rolling to town, baby.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Full steam ahead. Holy cow. Yeah, but I mean, this is all in. No buyback on the Weaver, Rapier in the inventory. Do they push this? I think they commit. They commit to this to try and draw out the Terrorblade buyback, Butland.
Yeah. We have a Roche timing?
Is not.
Yeah, okay.
You can't possibly spawn for 40 seconds, and there's still the 3-minute random time, 4-minute random time. So.
Okay, I'm emotionally distraught.
Okay.
I just watched King Bob eat the lotuses that would be required to make a block of cheese. For no reason. Just next to it.
Interesting.
We have a greater healing lotus on the Phoenix, and he had a greater, I think it was a greater lotus, or at least 2 healing lotuses.
This isn't good. They're committing everything to try and scout this roast, but the base timer is just about to tick down, and the random, I think anyway, right? Unless this is the random timer.
I have no clue. I can't read the clock.
Okay.
No, there it is. That was the real one. Okay, this is big. You can, I mean, you still wouldn't want to give up megas for this, but the Dire's kind of futzing about.
Holy cow.
What are you doing here?
The Aegis
Dire, what are you doing?
Huge on the Weaver. Huge.
Every alarm bell should be screaming for them right now. I mean, come on. The only an Earthshaker's defending the 2 lanes pushing in? I think that's crazy.
Well, this is Aegis on the Weaver. He backpacked his Dragonlance. He won't have as much cast range, but I mean, still, you have the Enchanted Quiver.
No, the Quiver's just, it's so crazy, man. It's 300 attack range.
You know, one of the things I admire...
Or sorry, it's even more than that.
One of the things I admire the most about you, Butland, is your love for an Enchanted Quiver.
I love it. I love it on Weaver.
Yeah.
It's also pretty good on Tiny, but So you get that. You get the but. It's not for the attack range, but it's just that extra bam nuke, true strike
Agree
damage.
with them pushing here. The Radiant are split up. The Earthshaker solo defending down here. He has no. Oh, he does have bots. He has Gem and bots on the Earthshaker. Very interesting. A whole heck of a lot of damage with this Divine Rapier. But there's two dire heroes in here trying to take these mega creeps. We have a Phoenix TP, Rune TP. Jakira's gonna TP out.
Time lapse just used by. Weaver just used time lapse going into this next fight if there is one. Oh, they chucks the Earthshaker forward. He's on your tail, Bat Rider. Oh, but you maybe went a little too far. Maybe a little too far.
Yeah, and that's
a little gem donation. Sheepstick just picked up for the Ember Spirit.
Interesting.
Sheepstick's never bad. 50 minutes, it's never bad.
True. What's going on over here on the Jakira? He goes for the.
Weaver just got ravaged, and then Tendrils of the Deep, and then sheeped, and then killed.
They have enough to kill him twice. Is there lasso? There is no lasso.
Oh my god, they hit him with the Meteor Hammer.
Okay, so
he's fine though.
Gonna get out. Oh, Stanny!
Oh no, Stanny!
Okay, so Sunbear.
No, Stanny's still in danger, man. Whoa, okay.
Okay.
Good Ghost Scepter. Very good Ghost Scepter usage.
Refresher double A used. Macro. Oh, so he does have the Refresher shard on the Jakiro. But looks like they are going to take.
There's no Ravage.
Yeah, maybe they should be pushing this. Did they get the gem back?
No, they didn't get the gem back, but they keep the Rapier.
Yeah.
I mean, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was a pretty sick fight.
Man, this triple Gemini Rapier Daedalus is.
But, well, I mean, I'm looking at this as a Weaver, and I'm going, maybe I need to get rid of this Dragonlance and just get a BKB.
Yeah.
You know? And, oh, look at me. That's exactly what just happened. Okay,
so
I feel good.
Do you get the BKB, or do you get the Aeon disc here?
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
They find the Phoenix.
They find the Phoenix.
No, but he has no egg, no refresher, and they commit the lasso on him. The Weaver is here.
Oh my god, he's living forever. Oh my god, this Phoenix lived long enough for the cavalry to arrive. At least enough. That's crazy.
Wow. However, standing on the Terrorblade is going to be back in 20 seconds, so...
Oh no, Bat Rider, what are you doing? What are you doing?
So...
He just drew a line. Look at your minimap. He drew like a line down into the... Oh no, it's not showing on your minimap.
They should be able to get this through backdoor protection. However, they see that Stan is going to be back in just 2 seconds. I'm sure they know that the buyback is still available, but it looks like they do get the rack. Fuel's committed, but they should just walk away here. And that's one rack back in favor.
Yeah, I like that. You just BKB, you just get out.
Yup.
I think you take your win there. Now you don't need to worry about bot lane. You're happy.
Yup. And mid, they also have their mid racks gone, but mid racks is usually not bad because normally people can sidestep mid.
It's the short lane.
Yeah.
You know? It's some trivia. How much shorter is it?
Pops the BKB. Do they have the damage? They do not.
He's fine. Yeah.
Wow.
A golden thread.
Okay. Crazy stuff here. Refresher on the Tidehunter. I'm not sure if he's used that yet in a fight. The double Ravage.
He has. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now.
Maybe. I can't remember if he used it on that Weaver kill at the mid fight to kill the Aegis. I can't remember.
Now also going for the overall
big 5-man smoke showing up.
Stanny has a Mind Breaker. The new smoke looks like they're really looking for something. Finding the Weaver here will be game losing for the Radiant, but who's gonna get the smoke broken? It might be the Phoenix.
Phoenix is an okay target. He's gonna egg here. It's incredible. Echo. Stanny's dead. He's
Oh,
dead.
so much damage on the
Hexy's dead. Hex is dead.
Holy. And the Weaver, excuse me, the
Whoa.
Phoenix still has a refresher egg available too.
Yo.
That's dieback on
Okay.
the Rubik.
So that's what I was trying to get out at the beginning of the fight, and then everything happened. I was like, Phoenix is probably your favorite guy for them to go on.
Yeah.
If they're gonna try and jump someone and they jump the Phoenix, you're like, okay, we have a chance.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay, sure, they killed the Phoenix immediately, but whatever. It bought so much time. So much time. And then this Phoenix was the only person there, basically, because you get to pick your fight now. Everybody's doing the egg, and Earthshaker goes on the left while Rubik's on the right, and Stanny is out of range of everyone to get off Asunder. That was brutal. And Stanny got taken down so fast. If you rewind a little, because we aren't watching live, so you can.
We are. Oh no, you're right.
But you don't have to. It's fine. But yeah, they're gonna get this back.
Sure.
But yeah, this Terrorblade is paper to this Weaver. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Butland, imagine if Weaver sells this Mjolnir and gets the upgraded Witchblade. What's it called?
Dire's top tower
What if
has
Weaver gets the Revenant's Brute? He'll, his triple Gemini can one-tap the Terrorblade
Yeah.
when he gets the Revenant's Brute.
Yeah, dude, and then it's the next 5 attacks, so immediately you just use 3 of them. Just boom, boom, boom.
Oh boy, buyback.
We might be 5-heading a little bit too much, though. We might be overthinking it.
With the Revenant's Brute?
Yeah, we might just be overthinking at this point when you've got the Daedalus and the Divine Raper, maybe you just want 70 attack speed.
That's true.
Or you might be looking at
Oh,
nullifiers or
they
something
find
instead.
The Wind Waker repositions
Yeah,
to cure that
Wind Waker.
He needed that
Look at
so bad, Butland.
He's got the Wind Waker and he's got the Scythe of Ice. This Jakiro's stacked. He's your S tier boy.
And Refresher Shard as well, so that's gonna be double everything.
Yeah. Double up,
Imagine if he Ice Path, Macropyre, Refresher, Ice Path, sidesteps, and then lays down like a double lane highway Macropyre. Take it from a county road to an interstate. Hey, do you have counties in Canada?
We call them different things,
Okay.
but yeah. Functionally, yes.
Okay. Okay, so the barracks situation is even. One barracks,
Yeah.
net worth lead. In favor of Dark Horse now.
Oh, by a lot. I mean, again, reconsult the graph. Look at that swing.
Yup.
It's crazy. Look at that perfect little beginnings of a sinusoid there.
You don't see Gaben giving the 100%.
I think it's bugged out, man. Like, it says they had 100% the whole game.
Okay.
I don't know.
You're right.
I think we need to check it after, probably.
Yeah, you're right. Alright, the Tormentor. Oh my god, King almost dying, but. Okay, so that's a shard going in favor of the Jakiro. At this point in the game, it's a lot of, I guess, like, percent burn damage, but in my opinion, you really want the Dragonlance to kind of keep yourself safe if you're really going to be leveraging the Liquid Fire and the Liquid Frost on the towers.
Yeah, I mean, he got it for free. That was the Tormentor.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
But
now
take anything for free.
Liquid Frost used to have a 1-second stun, and when it had the stun with it, this ability was really good, really good.
yeah.
I think they gave it more damage, another 0.5% of percent damage, going from 1.5 to 2 on the burn. So it's you notice it when you throw it on someone, but
Yeah.
I think the biggest utility is to push towers down even faster than you were before, and
Yeah.
the Dire are playing really scared. I mean, you have to.
They
Bottle double damage on the Weaver, but that doesn't really do anything. When you double the damage, you only get 200 more. I guess you could pop the DD and then immediately move your BKB back into the slot. So probably still worth it to give the bottle and the DD to the Weaver here. And looks like there's no, that's just the Silver Edge on the Tiny. So we'll have to see what happens. It looks like, are the teams waiting to Roche? Roche
They must be.
Roche is up
Yo.
and available, so
Yeah, okay, Hex is fine.
I really hope King Bob scouts this and tells his team to do a 180 because
They're still looking for Hex, but he's got an axe,
Alright,
dude.
they
He's
know,
gone.
they know. King Bob has to be screaming at his teammates now.
Yeah. Yeah, of
Lucy
course.
steals the Avalanche. That's an axe on the Rubik's, who he can steal 2 spells at this point. But this is going to be another Aegis.
Yeah,
The
where do you even
Weaver.
put it? What do you take off?
This might spell the end for the Dire. Is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I guess you take off the Lincolns, I guess? Oh my gosh.
Roshan dies.
This guy.
Fallen to the radiant.
Yeah, now you have double echo.
Jakiro,
God, they make such good use of refresher shards on this team.
yeah.
I never actually like was thinking about this team as like a big spell team fight team.
Yeah.
I think it feels like they just have good, like, aside from like Egg, and Echo's always nice, but you don't need to rely on it. But it's turning out that like shards are just unbelievably huge for this.
I agree. And the Radiant are in a position where they're really trying to take a fight here. Oh, Root finds Standy, but do they have a damage? No, there's the Force Staff. He can bring him to safety. The Stolen Fisher creates a wall, but they could Ravage here maybe.
Oh, Weaver's just using his double damage and
okay.
yeah.
But
He's just going for megas.
He did.
Oh, hang on. We've got to fight bottom here. Hex and Batrider are Mission Impossible right now.
Oh god, Rakosu one taps.
And they caught Jakiro for that.
One taps the Rubik from downtown,
Rubik.
and they find the Tidehunter buyback immediately on the Tidehunter and buyback.
Rubik has no buyback either.
Oh, they find
Tiny's
Russo,
old.
Standing can't get blown up here. The end gets committed. There's
Oh,
no
huge.
pressure. Ravage, but he isn't refreshing. Oh my gosh, there's the Echo Slam to stall the refresh Ravage. Is there another? If there is another, he pops it, warding away Standy. Standy's completely out of this fight. The rest of them are completely isolated over here. And Rakosu is going to have a rampage. He doesn't have a rampage quite yet, anyway. But
Hex has no remnants.
No.
Oh, he's about to. He's about to. He's about to.
But there's the stun.
Oh my god.
On Hex. Standy.
To lose this game, we're gonna go to a game 3. This is crazy. Oh my god. We spent 20 minutes being like, you know, Weaver into Terrorblade.
Dies. Immediate buyback, and Rakosu's hitting the tier 4s. Okay.
No, this is it, man.
Sees the Standy buyback, but brings down the racks. They get the Mega Creeps, but immediately turning right back to tier 4s, and they don't have
No,
buybacks.
you have a rapier, like you have a rapier, you have a Tiny with a shard, you have a Jakiro. There's no towers. They're gone. You lose. Like, this is brutal.
Decent amount of damage coming up, but he has the time lapse available, I believe. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo. That was great. Okay, let's remind ourselves, what was that turning point? What happened? That was where there was the egg to save Phoenix, and they caught Tidehunter, and then everyone decided to trickle back in on the bot lane.
Yeah.
That was the turning point. Whoa. That's what gave everyone the money to get that last little item to make your hero do what it should. That was crazy. And I spent like 25 minutes being like, I don't know, Weaver into Terrorblade. It's kind of okay. I don't think it's that scary. Not a PL though. And then sure enough, Weaver this game just gets the quiver and just is a turret.
Yeah.
Killing everybody, dude.
And at first he wasn't able to really do a whole lot to the core still, but I think once he got that triple geminate, he's able to attack either of these supports once and just bring him down in one.
Well, yeah, because it's 3 hits that are hitting for like 500 alone, 1500 if one of them crits. If 2 of them crit, you're either on a sliver or dead.
Yep.
And 3 of them crit, you're fucked. And like, the odds aren't even that bad. It's like 10% of the time almost you're gonna do that. 3 crits in a row. Is that right? Let me check my math.
Wow, so Was not expecting to do this, but 1-1 in this series
Sorry,
now.
3% of the time. That's gonna happen.
Wow, I was not expecting to have to jot down this 1-1
Yeah,
in this series.
that was hype.
I
What a
thought
comeback.
there's gonna be a swift 2-0 in favor of Rektal damage, but
I did too. I did too. Their laning phase is not good.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that is just a matchup thing or how their MMRs are distributed or what. But like their laning phases have been tough. And everything else has been better as soon as they get out of the laning phase.
Yeah.
Like it almost feels like their game makes more sense after they leave the laning phase with like a deficit of 5k.
Yeah.
Then they're like, okay, finally, now we can play from behind instead of being in lanes. So this is going to be a really strange thing to see in game 3 because a lot of the time you lose a game like that where you're up by that much and it's so in the bag. Like
Yeah.
I was about to say, I don't think Stanley's going to die this game. And then he did. I'm glad I didn't say it, but I'll admit it later. And so like, you know, that's a stinky loss if you're Rektal damage.
Oh yeah.
And they've been having these games because of how good their laning stage is. So if you are going in with a little tood, you might have a worse laning phase, and there might be a lot of hope here for Dark Horse.
Yes, I agree.
Just from an emotional point of view, I mean, sometimes you just go, whatever, quick loss, you can bounce back. These are good players. They probably can do that. They play a lot of Dota, right? But I think a little bit of that's going to bug you. Especially like some of these, like, you know, if you're a support and you just got hit one time by Weaver and then you died and you're like, oh, I was too slow on my Ghost Scepter, I'm dead, or whatever, right? Like the Bat Rider got caught out in some really stupid places. Like just I think he was trying to like walk to the secret shop and he just immediately got killed in the
Yes.
in the bot lane, like as they
Mhm.
were defending their tier 3s. Like there was a lot of objectionable plays by Rektal damage. How
Yeah.
will they shake it off? I think that's the biggest thing here. Because I thought Dark Horse was just going to get rolled.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. Are they just in lobby or are they getting it going?
They're. It looks like they're not even in a lobby at this point. Looks like they might be taking a little break.
This is post game?
I take it back. They are all.
Oh, okay, they're all in.
All
All
in
right.
lobby. Yep. So I imagine they're going to be starting
Here,
here.
can you start watching and then maybe we take a little break during the the catch up of the 5 minutes before it shows us the draft?
They actually haven't started like the draft yet.
Oh,
So...
okay. Well then here, I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah. Same. All right, I'm back. My webcam is off because I'm eating some food right now. Eating my dinner at 10:30 at night because I wasn't expecting this to go to a game 3. I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning of the series, I maybe wasn't expecting a game 3. After game 2, wasn't expecting a game 3.
I mean, I'll be open about it. After seeing game 1, I thought Rectal Damage was the better team by far.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Dark Horse. I mean,
5 seconds
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of didn't like the Weaver, but I see there might be a lot of power in these comfort heroes for a team like Dark Horse, especially if they continue taking good fights when it counts.
Look at that. You're in the first phase Weaver man. I mean, that's nuts. That means they got hit with that Weaver and they were so unsure about how they could change it that they felt they needed to ban it first phase.
Yeah.
It was not first picked. Wasn't it last picked?
Yeah.
Like literally final pick?
It was last pick.
And yet they're wow, that's showing something,
Yep.
right?
I agree. So the Coddle Storm Spear pickup. Hex is obviously gonna be on the Storm Spear. A little bit of a mana battery action.
Yep.
So it looks like they're really trying to empower.
Yeah,
Hex.
so I haven't been playing a lot of Dota. How big of an impact was the Pugna nerf for the Pugna Storm Spirit combo?
So Pugna in a good Pugna game is still great. However, they halved the amount of mana that Pugna gives to the receiver.
Okay, so it's half as efficient as a battery, and that's why you might pick something like Coddle instead.
Yep.
Okay.
Radiant team ban.
However, I still see I think at the Ryla Major, whatever it is, I'm still seeing some Pugnas picked for that mana battery role. I
think he still brings a good kit, but I think well, actually, I don't know. I think Coddle and Pugna kind of play a similar game.
10 seconds remaining.
Wow.
But it's definitely different utility.
They get the Tiny for Dark Horse. I imagine it's going to be a mid again because if it's a support duo of Tiny Clock, it's kind of cringe, but...
No, I think this is mid matchup.
I agree.
And so, again, I'll say that Hex here has been, prior to the 2 games they just played, he played 4 games of Storm Spirit in AD2L, and I think maybe one of the series might have been MD2L. I can't remember, but been playing a lot of competitive Storm Spirit. So I know because I've played a lot of Tiny, but against Storm Spirit, it's fine. Again, it's not a bad matchup at all for either side. I mean, it kind of sucks for Storm if you're just trying to last hit, but you know, if you've got good positioning, you can get your remnants down and get the kills you need, get the last hits you need.
Yeah.
But if your positioning's off, you might get tossed into a tower, and that's how that works.
I was gonna say the same thing about like Ember really struggled because he has no spell to combine with his auto attack to secure last hits, whereas Storm Spirit does have that option.
Exactly.
So, Rue,
would you pick a Phoenix again here? I'm thinking if I'm Dark Horse. So the trade-off is the lanes went terribly, like abysmal, like bottom of the barrel, terrible.
Yeah.
Is how the lane went. But made some huge plays in the mid game and like it almost felt like somebody who is normally a 4 position playing Phoenix, but was playing it as a 3. You know, their impact in the mid and late game was insane. Like such good positioning, such good spell usage, knowing when it's okay to die, when it's okay to use your spells, when it's whatever, right? But the lane was really bad. So like, and I mean that in the simplest way of like, do you want a good mid to late game at the disadvantage of a bad lane? I don't know, because lanes have been such a problem for Dark Horse in this series.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if I come off that game and I just played that Phoenix, part of me is like, yeah, give me another one. But am I tilted off of, you know, the first 10 minutes? You know, did he spend the last 50 minutes complaining about that first 10 minutes in the previous game? I don't know.
I'm looking at what heroes Tinky Dinky Laffy Taffy plays.
Yeah. There was a lot of Phoenix in there.
Yeah.
Underlord.
So
Yeah, some Underlord.
we are gonna be seeing a pick here. I'd be surprised.
Underlord's pretty good in the Storm Spirit. It really makes you want that BKB.
What is on the Phoenix? You mean?
It's the person,
Oh, you mean the
Tiny
Underlord.
Dinky Daffy who played Phoenix.
Yeah.
Also plays a lot of Underlord. And Underlord's pretty good in the Storm.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, they banned the Phoenix anyway. That's fun.
I'd be surprised if this wasn't a support for rectal damage. I think Lord Lucy plays the Cuddle, if I'm not mistaken. So they're looking for
Yeah.
a K7 hero. Bat Rider's still in the pool, but I don't know if he wants to play Bat Rider again.
Yeah.
I mean,
So sorry, you think that the Coddle is 5?
I believe so.
That's
yes.
how it's being played right now?
I believe so. I think.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
Lord
okay.
Lucy plays it. Nope, it's gonna be K7.
Willow.
This is
Huh.
a comfort pick for Lord Lucy. This is Lord Lucy's favorite hero of
Okay.
all time.
Yeah, okay.
And I might be.
I think the impact was pretty high in the first game.
Yeah, I agree.
But K7 doesn't
10
have
seconds remaining.
almost any games played as Coddle.
Hmm.
So that's interesting.
5 seconds remaining.
That's how I will politely put it. It's a decision. In your lower bracket? Game 3. Life on the line.
Mhm.
Defense. Right? Lower bracket?
Yeah, lower bracket.
Yeah. So, playing a hero you're not used to playing,
Radiant
Now-
Doom.
it's always a risk.
You know how Tector plays the offlane Storm Spirit at AD2L? Maybe this is a.
Yeah.
I know Silix plays Storm Spirit. Maybe they're taking
Hex,
Storm Spirit.
Hex has played so much Storm Spirit
Yeah,
recently, though.
You're right. The Disruptor, very good against the Storm Spirit.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah. It's I don't know, there's also moments where it feels terrible.
Yeah.
But you know, you
Now,
hit that R key and it's all good.
but I'm pretty sure the way it works on the Disruptor is
Axe.
that if
Whoa.
okay, interesting.
Why do you ban Broodmother if you're gonna pick Axe anyway?
Yeah. Well, the Broodmother or the meta, the way Broodmothers are played nowadays is that you
10
just
seconds remaining.
spawn your Spirelings. You really just run your Spirelings away from you to have them farm
5
camps as you do other
seconds
things.
remaining.
Or you run the Spirelings down the lane as you hit jungle camps. You don't
Yeah,
even
okay.
play with.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but I really like this. Again, into the Storm Spirit. I think the most potent component about this combo right here is that you blink call on the Axe and you have the Static Storm follow up.
Well, you'll open up everything with an Avalanche. Avalanche is the one of the most instant stuns.
Or
there is.
the hook shot.
True. Hookshot also very. They have a lot more initiation this
Yeah.
game actually.
Now,
But here's the thing though, an initiation heavy lineup is bad if you lose the lanes.
well,
I'm just saying it feels really bad. If they're an item up on you and you're trying to like just initiate in on them, it might not work.
Mhm.
Radiant Team ban.
Medusa.
Mm.
And then AM gets banned here. So what do you do against that? Right now?
So, I'm gonna be straight up honest. Right now, Dark Horse do not have the damage to
To deal with a
burst
Medusa.
down a Medusa. Yeah.
With a Caudal and a Storm's bouncing all around that whole time. You might get terrorized. I don't know. Yeah,
But-
this is...
The carry pool is still pretty open at this point. Let's see what
Yeah.
2 carries rectal damage bans here. I'm gonna be.
They're going to
very
ban
curious.
AM, and then I'm going to think probably PL.
Yeah, I think those would be 2 good bans here.
But, yeah.
It has to be some kind of carry who's fast attacking and probably builds a defusal because none of these heroes that Dark Horse have presented at this point build a defusal.
I don't know. I feel like you'd really need to talk to a heavy one position player to
Yeah.
get a real perspective. Because I know Medusa has gaps that are more than just have a lot of mana or mana burn, right? but you also have to be really comfortable with playing that hero, and will it be a good lane, and all kinds of things, right? Now, you are picking with a disruptor is going to be in your lane, so you're probably going to be fine.
Yeah.
Would be my I think disruptor is a great it's like a witch doctor. It's like it's good in lane. You're going to have a good time.
So we ban the anti-mage and the Slark here.
Yeah, that was one I was thinking. Slark's really good against Medusa as well. Remember, it takes all stats.
Yeah.
So reduces the mana pool as well.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh. Still have a little reserve time. What are we up to? Running back with the PL? I think Caudle's pretty good against PL, and Storm gets an Ags. I don't know. But they don't have nearly as much lockdown as they did in the previous game. Remember, they had Lasso and other things.
Do you go for like an
Yeah, last
Abaddon? I think Abaddon could be kind of cool here. Abaddon carry?
I think if he was confident in the PL, he should pick it again. Sniper! Oh, yes!
Team pick.
I do like the Sniper here a lot.
I like the idea of it, but you're doing it into a Storm Spirit. We need to remember
Okay, that is true. That is true.
that.
But they do have a lot of counter initiation. Like if the Storm.
What do you pick here? You just pick like a Spear Breaker? Or no, Spear Breaker's banned. What do you...
Remaining.
What's a 3?
Picking
What's
it
a
off
3
of-
that really gets in a
5
sniper's
seconds
fucking face?
remaining.
Yeah, Spirit Breaker. I do like the Spirit Breaker. But
Ti-
Clockwork
is Timber
is so
banned?
Clockwork
Timber
is
is banned.
so good in the Spirit Breaker though.
No, Spear Breaker's banned, but it's fine.
Like
Like
it.
it. Okay.
Um.
He's gonna run down that sniper. That's
he
for
is,
sure.
He is.
But there's things... Disruptor's whole kit can fuck up a Lycan,
Yup.
right? Axes around, like, cogs. I don't know. This is gonna be a really interesting game. I hope it isn't decided in the first 6 minutes.
And here's the thing: we have Charles Bingus on the Clockwork, and I feel like if you have a really good player who's a good Clockwork player,
Yeah.
you can really craft up some good initiations, and like you can hit the windows that are oftentimes a
Yeah.
split second that you need to hit. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I like both these drafts. I think
This is I understand what both drafts are trying to do.
Uh-huh.
That's how I'll say it. I know what they're both trying to do. How it's gonna pan out, I don't know.
Yup.
Also, you're still in your overlay. Your
Yeah.
pre-game overlay. It's fine for the draft, but yeah, there you go.
Prepare for battle.
Okay.
Good luck.
Well,
good
Stanny hits a GLG. Good luck, and then
Gamers.
probably a bad G word.
luck. Good luck, Danny's.
That's probably what he was saying.
Looking for me?
All right, very very thrilling. I like the point you made. I see what both drafts are trying to do. I think both drafts can kind of undo the other depending on
Yeah.
just the raw performance of both teams. So we're really
Yep.
gonna see
How are you playing? Where are you standing? How's your vision? You know,
We got
those
them.
sorts of ideas.
mono mono going on here. Two titans of the lower bracket. For Coach, who's running in first though,
30
breaking the smoke. He
seconds
knows
to
Storm Spirit's
battle.
there. He pings right away.
I mean, they could dive this tower for sure
For
with a
sure.
kinetic field, but you don't want to skill kinetic field
so
first.
funny. You see him.
Hey, buddy.
This
What
is
you doing?
hilarious. Holy cow.
That's funny.
Hilarious. Oh, wait, Dobbs. Is Dobbs standing in? Oh shit, Dobbs is standing in.
As who?
Stops
The
is
battle
standing in for
begins.
K7 on the side of rectal damage. So going from the Twitch chat
Really?
into the game, yup.
Oh wait, who's Dobson Twitch chat?
Dobbs in Twitch chat was Remy Dota.
Oh,
Yup.
no way. Is he actually standing in? Check your friends list.
I don't even do I have?
That's like an out of nowhere little replacement.
Yeah, I don't have her added.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I think that's a good point that K7 didn't have any Coddle games on record, but I'm sure Dobbs does.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Didn't even realize it until now. And Dops is a traditional 4 player, so
And you said that was a she, right?
yes, she.
Yeah. So and she's already heard our expert commentary,
Yes, very
so
true.
she knows all of our insights, all of my
Yeah.
ancient insights.
Sniper taking a creep wave here, which is kind of funny to watch. He's literally the same
Yeah.
size as these melee creeps. Actually losing half of his life to.
Yeah, and mid lane's a scrap right now.
First
They're
blood.
they're both blood for blood right now. They're bloodied, they're wobbling. Take a swing, I dare you.
King Bob.
Having a street fight here.
Yeah.
Bottle shows up for Storm.
Oh.
No
a
bottle
lot
yet for
of
Tiny.
Damage on Rue. Oh, good uphill miss. He needed that.
Oh, first blood's about to happen, maybe?
It already happened. King Bob.
Oh, sorry. You're right. But the Willow's gonna die anyway.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a good return to go for King Bob. Unfortunately, he's already on low life again, but... Oh, very low life for Hex in the middle. One more avalanche in 9 seconds could be enough to secure the kill. But this is scrappy as all hell. Oh, boy.
This mid lane is crazy.
Oh, he had level 3!
Oh no, that's it. That's it.
Avalanche!
Oh.
No, he had avalanche! Oh, boy. That's a big kill. I know he gets both water roots as well, so he's going to be right back to full.
Mm-hmm.
Sniper having a pretty good lane so far. 9 last hits, 4 denies. I mean, if Dark Horse can come out of the laning stage with the most that they've had in any of these 3 games, they're going to be sitting pretty good going into the mid
Dops
game
is
here.
about to die here, bottom.
And Hex is also about to die on the Storm Spirit. No more spells.
Oh yeah, the Hex is taking a lot of damage. Damn.
And Dops does go down.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get caught in the cogs or something?
Yeah, it was just cog shrapnel.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Oh boy. Almost getting pulled into the tower, but Dops is there for the bottle refill for Hex.
Yeah, that's the play. That's the play. It seems like Rue is actually getting a little edge. I mean, he blew a death there, but still playing very well. And just feed bottles.
I just
Don't let them fall behind.
I just want to point out that I was expecting this to be a very difficult lane for Axe, but he's going head-to-head with Lastus with Medusa, which I think if you're getting even farm in this lane as an Axe, you're pretty happy.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the Medusa's like on a quarter mana right now. Medusa's not having a great time. And I think that's Disruptor. Disruptor's just throwing Thunder Strikes on you, and you have to sit so far back because a Glimpse will kill you.
Still a lot of denies coming out from the Sniper, and Axe really surging ahead on Lastus compared to Medusa. Medusa having to go back to the small camp to...
Yeah, well, they lost lane equilibrium really badly there.
Yeah.
Like, it was right outside their tower.
It was a good pull from Lord Luke to kind of bring it back
Mm-hmm.
in their favor. But Axe did do a really good job taking the stacked small camp. Well, he was.
Well, some action mid here. They're having a little man fight again, but no, Storm's got a water rune, 2 bottle charges.
Again, almost a full level, over a full level up on Rue, unfortunately. So Hex really outclassing Rue consistently.
Mm-hmm. Hey, but that happens in Dota. I mean, hell, people play against Quinn, you know?
Yup.
He's gonna beat you. How are you gonna come back from it, right?
King Bob running back top from the mid lane. I think he was contesting the top water rune and finding Lord Lucy here. Oh, he's kind of AFK. Maybe he has a latency or ping there or something. I'm taking a ton of damage. Just literally no reason.
He might die.
Does Lord Lucy have the bramble?
Oh, she whiffed the Shadow Realm. Just missed the damage. So I don't think things are really going to be that exciting in the bottom lane, though, until we hit 6 on Lycan.
Yes.
Then I kind of expect to see, like, a Storm Spirit rotation or something.
Yeah, I mean, Dobbs does have the boot, so if...
Whoa! Storm Spirit almost dying. And he's level 6. Just getting really greedy.
I think they can still find kills on either.
Oh,
of these
Axe
heroes.
maybe.
Isolate either the Lycan or the Coddle and the Cogs, but it's gonna be tough without boost on
Yeah.
the Clockwork. Unfortunately, only now getting the D ward when the Sentry was about to expire. But he has full life. He's going for a full wraparound. The sniper
Oh,
has 2
double damage
rifles.
picked up by this Tiny. Got the first
Where's the
power rune.
avalanche? Does he have the avalanche? No avalanche. He
And a
does
glimpse.
have-
No.
oh,
Oh,
my gosh.
big.
Oh no.
Nope, he had too much mana. Wow. So he used the
NP
avalanche.
drops.
He used the avalanche to zone for the double damage rune.
Got it. And I think they would have got the kill, but the infused raindrop on Storm Spirit tanked
Yeah.
the toss damage. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're about to kill this Lycan. Let's go. Bottom.
Oh, maybe.
And they're gonna get
maybe
doffs
the
for
toss
free.
too.
This was an insane clockwork cogs in the trees.
Oh boy.
Or maybe it wasn't a cogs, but it was like a body block or something. It was really well done.
They have a rotation coming up from X. A zapping on the axe. They have enough damage. There's the call. A King Bob's gonna walk away, but axe is pretty.
Oh.
So close.
That was actually pretty close. I didn't know that a Shadow Realm had been charging.
Yeah. This is. The Clockwork finding the Dobbs up here, but unfortunately she's gonna run.
Yeah, it was a little too late before trying to get the XP rune.
But this is the best laning stage Dark Horse has had so far.
By a landslide, actually.
Yeah. And I think even just their lanes, like the way they set up, like the heroes they picked and the way they set up the lanes, I think is really doing it for them as well.
Yeah.
A lot of damage coming in on Rue, but both heroes are so low mana all the time. It's constantly trading.
Yeah, but the Storm Spirit has some batteries, right?
Yeah. I mean, not yet. I mean, unless Dobbs is about to do a little.
Also, I mean, a Storm in general just farms faster.
Yeah.
Like like the jungle capabilities of Tiny are pretty low.
Yeah.
Especially without either an Echo or, levels in tree.
Clockwork is level 5, and getting level 5 on Clockwork is a pretty big deal because it really opens you up to like farm jungle camps efficiently. So the transition from 5 to 6 is pretty easy. We have Dobbs pairing up with the Storm Spirit now, so the battery's going to be attached to the hip.
Yeah, and they're coming for the sniper. This is not what you want to see.
Oh boy, completely surrounded. There's no
Yeah.
He's dead on the dotted line. And unfortunately,
I feel like that's a gank you should be expecting, too. When you don't see him in the mid lane. I don't know.
yeah, I kind of agree.
Tower is under attack.
Easy for us to see that in the full context of the game.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
I think he would come to the same conclusion if he were to like go back and watch this cast or watch the replay
Yeah.
himself. Frodo Lepore. So Frodo Lepore is the pause forward for Dark Horse, who is currently, I think King Bob is standing in for him right now. He says, "Oh shit, 1-1." So Frodo, I'm using a different mic because I'm letting my friend borrow my good mic. So that's probably why I sound different.
Yeah, but maybe my level is too high. Like, I might be really overpowering your voice. I don't know. I'm not listening to
I'm
the
not
cast.
either. No one else has said anything, so perhaps it's not that bad, hopefully. But we have a 3-man gank coming out on Rue, and I really like what Rektal damage are doing here. They literally just have the 2 supports running around the Storm Spirit, when Storm Spirit's probably at one of the strongest points in the game. Like,
Oh no, Axe, what are you doing? Oh no! Oh, he's going for the chop. No. Okay, Lycan 6, nothing really happens. He has to use it to get saved. Hookshot was used, presumably power cogs as well, and he had to Lycan ult. Oh my goodness, but a rotation bottom's coming down here. Uh-oh.
The uptime that Storm Spirit is having right now is actually insane.
Yeah. I mean, that's the dock. That's the... Oh! Big rotation from Tiny. Actually, no. Big feed.
And I think the biggest issue for the Radiant right now is that, I mean, the Dire aren't smoking on these rotations. So they're just running
Yeah.
back and forth.
Yeah,
they
they're-
don't have
exactly.
A ward. They don't have a ward seeing them just run back and forth like this.
This is... Yeah. Remember I said they have a team full of initiators and they're not initiating.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean, this is that really clumsy stage where it's between, you know, it's some people, the cores are like, it's still the laning phase, and the supports are like, no, it's the mid game,
Yeah.
and they're kind of arguing about it.
Under attack.
Axe is 1,000 gold away from his Blink Dagger. I think that's a
Yeah.
really big deal for them.
Yes.
The death on him is kind of sad. I think he delayed it by a little bit. And the Dire are, I mean, Storm Spirit's walking right back down bottom to the Sniper. I think Sniper needs to...
Yeah. Well,
This is
Sniper's
the
just
problem.
going a big farm build. You're not going to see Sniper for ages anyway. It's Mask of
Yeah.
Madness Maelstrom, right?
But, I mean, even if they have Clockwork and King Bob down here on the Disruptor, if Storm Spirit zaps on the Sniper,
Yeah.
he dies no matter what, especially...
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, this guy is just paper for a while now.
I see.
Or he's setting himself, like, they don't know he's going for Maelstrom, right? But he's going to be a free target for this Storm Spirit for the next 15 minutes.
Yeah. And Frodo, I'm not using my headset microphone. I'm using a different microphone, like a crappy microphone that I have that's off to the side. So that's why it's kind of away from my face. But oh, they scan and so they know there's heroes back here. It's the
Yeah.
Tane and the Disruptor. The Sniper is doing the right decision. He's backing.
Oh, Rue's gonna get got again, I think.
Yeah. Oh, but there's a level 7 on the Disruptor. They have the Static Storm. They can't kill Hex here. There's the initiation.
Whoa, big Static Storm.
Oh no! The cogs!
Oh, the cogs! No!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
That was tragic. Oh, did they get him anyway, though? Yeah, they do. Nice taunt. There was a really, really nice call while the toss was still going on.
Yes.
Make
Okay,
sure he
that
didn't
was
leave.
Major crisis averted.
Yeah, that was big yikes. You, this must be so tough for you. You're watching two of your favorite heroes get played simultaneously.
What are those? Clockwork and...
Disruptor and Clockwork.
Is it Disruptor one of my favorites?
I think you like Disruptor,
Yeah,
don't you?
I guess I do.
I bet you're like level 20 or something with Disruptor.
I am...
Oh, do we get Dops here too? No. The storm's back up. You want out of here. Tiny is not going to get out.
Anything to help keep him alive. He has enough mana to zap one more time.
No. There is a blink now on the axe, but I just don't think that's when you have nobody else nearby. I think that's. I don't save your buddy.
Under attack.
And my Disruptor's level 16.
Tower is under
Oh, okay. Still pretty high. Okay.
bottom tower.
Sniper's going for a Diffusal instead of a Maelstrom. I really like that change. I like that switch up a lot, actually.
I do too. I think it's really good against the Storm Spirit and the...
I think it's good against Storm Spirit. I think it's good against everybody, honestly. Like, this game, nobody actually has a lot of mana on either side,
Yes.
right?
True. Rektal damage find their way up to 3k net worth lead. That's
Yeah.
probably the worst position they found themselves in. I mean, they've been up 6k at this point in previous games.
Did you just refer to them having a 3k gold lead as a disadvantage for them? You were saying that's the biggest disadvantage they've had. You mean that's the smallest advantage?
Yes.
You're like, oh my god, they're not 6k up at 14 minutes? This is a disadvantage. It's funny. That's how high Dark Horse has climbed in their like mid game, like late game rankings.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, they're coming in with a big deficit. Uh-oh, Sniper's getting got on, but not quite. Clockwork and Axe are here. He misses the chop, but whatever. Chops don't matter. Yeah, that's a big tip. Big tip for Hexy. You diving in shenanigans, dude. What are you doing? We have a Clockwork. We have a Blink Dagger Axe. What are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, that was a tip so big there might be a tumor on there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But that is. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I mean, that's.
We have a TP from Axe and Sniper down here. Sniper
Yep.
really is away from the Axe game here, but they're going in regardless. They have enough
No,
damage
they
to
got
go.
him. They got him. Body blocks.
Oh, the one though.
Oh,
the
there's
one.
no points in assassinate.
Oh, no point. Oh, but
Hex, are you back? What are we doing here, Hex?
that's
You want some more?
Havoc mana gone already.
Oh my god, Hex, what are you doing?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That's bad. And Sniper
Oh.
gets the Lycan? No, not quite.
No,
That's a
not quite.
beast.
Oh man, Sniper's getting lit up by these wolves.
Beast on top, saving the Lycan there.
Yes.
That's really bad
They're
for
gonna get this
Hex.
Willow. I
mean,
like that.
That's a changey from Hex.
Yes, that's that's big bad from
I mean,
Hex.
it must be a little past his bedtime. I'm sure his parents have him go to bed every night. Past midnight, like, you're not
Yeah,
used
yeah,
to
you're
it.
right. It is probably is past bedtime. That's funny. Okay, but hang on. All things considered, like, Stanny's doing his Stanny thing.
Yeah.
He's making money. Sniper's also making a lot of money, but Sniper's making it because Hex is feeding it to him.
Yes. Stone Gaze forced for just a little clockwork with the ace root. I'm sure
Yeah.
he'll be back before Stanny finds himself in a compromised position again.
yeah, before he,
I mean,
before he sees another enemy here on a screen.
despite Stanny having way more last hits, Sniper is
But that's
living
because
in team fights.
Sniper killed the Storm twice.
Yes, he's living in the team fights, which,
Yeah.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
in my experience, if you have a carry that's fighting and living and getting kills along the way, that's usually better. It just feels better than having a carry that's like doing his own thing, non-existent off on the other side
Yeah.
of the map. And maybe it's different if like it's a good anti-mage game and I don't see the anti-mage. I know he's just farming up the Yin somewhere, but like there's a Sniper into a Medusa, and Sniper's despite having the Storm Spear,
I mean, if you talk to like Off or somebody,
yeah,
he would just say, "No, I want to hit creeps."
I see.
I don't like if you look at it, they have the same net worth. Medusa has 2 more levels,
I see.
right? Like you would rather just hit creeps, but you can't discount emotional damage. Hang on, we got to scrap mid. So right off the bat, Lord Lucy gets killed. Axe is getting caught out a little bit with this Lycan ult. Oh my god, he just calls and TP's out. That's sick. That was a sick Axe place. How did Rude act?
Amazing shadow amulet from King Bob to keep himself alive when the.
How did Rude die in that?
I don't know.
Dyer's middle tower is
I think-
under attack.
Oh, he must have died to Lycan wolves.
Yes.
Cause I was like, Lycan was attacking Axe. How did Rude die?
So King Bob has a Glimmer Keep finish. He's going for the Ghost Scepter next.
I think that is super important because of the Lycan.
Okay.
I think when Lycan ults and he's got his wolves, you can just sick them on the. Like you can't glimpse them.
Yeah.
And you're probably not going to waste your kinetic field for it, right? Like. Yeah, I think you can just be outright killed.
Do you think it's a mistake for the Disruptor to not be building into the Aghanim Scepter after one item?
Maybe.
Dyer's top
I don't know.
tower
The
is
eggs
under
is gonna
attack.
stop you from having the storm escape,
Yeah.
but you're about to have other problems. Like there's no BKB anytime soon on
Dyer's
Lycan,
bottom tower is
and
under attack.
neither on Medusa, right? Remember, we haven't even seen Medusa really.
True.
So I think he will have a lot. Okay, hang on. Sniper's getting got here in the top lane. Oh, not quite the save it needed to be from Clockwork. Although we're out of mana here on Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit's gonna go down with a nice chop. Good night. But they did get the Sniper. 2 for 1. Pretty bad Dread.
Yeah.
What was I in the middle of saying? Oh, you're right. So not having Ags like in the next 20 minutes for this Disruptor, I don't think it's that bad because I think the enemy cores aren't gonna have BKBs for just as long. Basically, except for Storm Spirit. That's the only one. And as long as you're just aware of that,
Yeah.
you know, maybe it catches you out one time, but if you're aware of that, it shouldn't be too hard to still play and land it on a crucial part.
Under attack. Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Rue is very underfarmed. Axe actually having a lot more farm than him at this point. He's still struggling to find a Blink Dagger. He should get off this creep wave he's about to kill here.
Yeah.
It's
It's never good.
Dyer's
I'll
middle
say it.
tower
Never
is
feels
under
good
attack.
to be behind on
yeah.
Tiny.
Let's look at the
Radiant's
vision
bottom tower is
for
under
both
attack.
teams here. So over
Dyer's
on the
middle
Radiant
tower
Heroic
is
Division
under
on the top
attack.
side of the map, still kind of
Dyer's
defensive
structures are
wards.
fortified.
They have
Oh,
the
Axe
axe
gets
down.
that free Dom creep right there.
They have the axe
Yum,
down
yum, yum.
bottom where they don't have wards, so I kind of like the positioning from the offlaner.
Yeah.
And then they have a bunch of aggressive wards
Like an
also
alt.
on the top.
Do they
side.
know this yet, though? Now they do. Like an alted for some reason.
Huh.
Radiant's
That is
bottom
weird,
Yeah.
isn't
tower is under attack.
But then maybe Fat Finger? I'm pretty sure you can cancel it, can't you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
I've never seen a Lycan physically cancel themselves, so I actually am not sure if you can.
No, I meant like cancel the cast.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the
That's,
yeah, okay.
That's what I mean. I've never seen
Oh,
people
okay.
like stop action to stop it themselves. You know,
Because can't you do that with Lone Druid?
I don't know actually.
I don't know. Fuck micro heroes.
I know.
Uh,
I know. I know. Okay, I play a lot of Dota. If you're playing like a Tide Hunter, we could like cancel the Ravage animation. Like if
Yeah.
you're just like dicking around, you're like, you're flailing your arms like stop. Canceling the cast over and over as like a meme or whatever when you're like have nothing else better to do. I've never
Yeah.
seen a Lycan do that or a lone druid
Right.
do that.
Uh-oh. Axe is getting swarmed here.
Pickle here. No BKB, but it's off a blade mail. He has the call available.
He's
There's the
doing
Orchid.
alright, though.
Orchid coming out. And
This is not a lot of damage.
there's the Medusa finding his way to him.
Oh, he's got to use the ult. Terrorize. Good terrorize.
Very good terrorize. Actually.
Uh-oh. Storm. What are you doing?
Oh, no BKB quite yet.
Okay.
Way down. Buyback on the
But
Axe,
Sniper's
though.
not doing so hot either.
Bo3 going down. Rue is alive here, but completely compromised. Just in the fray. He goes down. That's a buyback. That's a 5-man fight. You don't count the buyback. Coming out in the
Yeah.
end, so
Yeah, that was a lot worse than I thought it would be.
I agree. I thought it was going to be a really good
I thought Axe was just going to walk away.
Yeah, same.
But then everyone kind of got caught out in that terrorize and in the bush there.
Yes. So, yeah.
They had a really good ward too. I actually didn't realize this. Look at this lane ward by the Dyer set up before it all started. Like look at the time on it. It was set up 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Really good ward.
They find their way to get a road shot
Yeah,
again.
free Roche.
Man,
This is
that
8.
sucks.
This is 18 on Medusa. Oh my god.
That sucks. But I feel like that was a really
Radiant's bottom tower
big
is under
fight.
attack.
For Rektal.
Take a look at the graph. It's yeah.
Oh,
The scale was pretty bad there. Yeah, tipping of the scales there.
yeah.
Heavy.
I mean, just me as a spectator, it felt that way.
Yeah.
I bet you if I was in this game, it feels that way too.
Yeah.
Axe is working with his BKB, about 3,000 gold, 2,000 gold off of his BKB. There is a smoke coming out as well. Rue leading the way. Clockwork way out.
Hang on, if they can catch this Medusa does not have Aegis. Storm Spirit has Aegis.
I mean, I feel like. Oh, they see the courier, so they know he's here.
They knew he was there. They saw him just push the lane a second ago.
Oh,
Nice.
there's,
Everybody TPs. Everybody TPs though. This Medusa's dead.
Okay, fine.
Whoa.
Okay, good.
Whoa.
However, there is the terrorize. There's no storm spirit. Your storm spirit can't get here.
Yeah.
Actually.
No Storm
So,
Spirit. Lycan still has an ult though, if they really want to commit.
The limber cape on the axe is blink away, and this is gonna be a drive-by. They just get right
Yep.
out of here.
Yeah.
Radiant's
Everybody throws up gang signs and rolls out.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Wow. Why couldn't Hex be there? I mean, I'm sure he realized the
Radiant's
Medusa was
bottom
gonna die no matter
tower
what,
is
but
under attack.
I think they could have
Yeah.
turned that around. My opinion.
I think they could too, with that added jump from a storm. But who knows, maybe he had 15 seconds on TP or something when that all started.
I do want to point out, Storm is going for the Aghanim Scepter, the blue hole.
Yeah, I think it's amazing.
I think that's really good synergy with like Terrorize. He can
Yeah.
start with a good zap.
Your Medusa's
Storm in.
so rich that all you need to do is let her hit.
Yeah.
That's it. If you can let your Medusa hit people, you're winning.
I just want to point out Rakoto and the sniper has picked up his flashing for I think since the last fight. We love a
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's going to be important for them to find ways to get on top of the sniper and to
It's really good. He's been getting blind and glided.
the
Like,
sniper.
the whole time. So he's blind. Right? 40% miss chance.
Wow.
Radiant's
And then that
middle
also
tower
stops
is under
Terrorize and
attack.
the Brown is actually, yeah. BKB is going to be really good.
I think.
But you're at risk of just being a peep, right? You don't
Yeah.
hit very hard either. So,
I think the Disruptor shard is like the worst shard in the game. Maybe not. Increases cast range and strike
Radiant's
count.
middle tower has fallen.
Another really good word for the Dire though. I'm seeing any heroes that might approach trying to defend that tower. And they're going to see any heroes who venture outside of their high ground to like farm and whatnot. So I do like all these wards really suffocating Dark Horse kind of thing.
I do think this is an easy D ward though. This one.
Perhaps.
The behind the tier 2 is pretty common.
We'll have to see if they deward it though. And look at
And
this.
and the 360.
They have an entire array of wards out in front. Now this is surely going to get dewarded.
Yeah, I mean
The Clockwork finds if you have to walk all the way
You're
around.
kinda
putting
scared of the
yourself in a
Storm
very
Spirit, though.
compromised position.
Yeah, you're
Storm
scared. You're
Spirit,
super scared of the Storm Spirit. There's a sentry down already.
Terrorize coming out
Terrorize
the sniper.
soloed on the sniper.
The Clockwork can live here. Oh,
Whoa!
my goodness, the
Sick
hook
hook shot.
was really sick. Oh boy.
He's got an Aegis. He's playing with an Aegis here,
So
though.
he just popped the BKB into the call. If he has no more BKB, he's back alive here. Rooting to GTFO. It's fast. He's good.
Who's dead?
There's no more counter initiate because the Clockwork hook shot was used. But
It was a sick hook shot,
if
though.
it's only Tiny who dies here, I think it's okay, especially if they're not able to push high ground out. I don't
Radiant's
think they'll
top
be able
tower
to.
has fallen.
Okay. I mean, it's not good. It's not the end of the world,
Yeah, for sure.
right? I mean, they bounce back and farm. Like, you take a look at the graph again. It's just they were on a trajectory, then they had that really abysmal fight, and then they're back to that same trajectory from before. A little bit of noise in the graph there.
And Sniper able to not use his BKB in that fight, but he still has his 9-second BKB available. I think there's no more Aegis on Storm Spirit, so I think if Rektal Damage tries to push his high ground, it might be a little too overzealous of them. So it looks like they're gonna.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, you know, Storm Spirit, BKB is down. You're never gonna go in without that.
Yeah.
But oh, actually, hang on. The Disruptor's just straight up going for the X. Skip the Ghost Scepter. So there you go.
I do
Well,
like.
point in favor of you.
If I'm being honest, I like.
I think so too. I am not actually feeling like Lycan is targeting the sports.
Yeah. And if he.
And whether it works or not, if he's not doing it, then don't respond to it.
So Lycan is finished his Assault Curious. Lord Lucy has the Yule Scepter completed. He's going for the Aghanim Scepter next. This is the Lord Lucy. I mean,
Big smoke here.
I think the Lord Lucy Yules into Ags on the positive side. Oh, this is a bit.
Oh, good blink. Whoa, did they just get to walk out? No way.
Oh, there's the Glover Keep as well. Oh my god, the Storm Spirit zapping way ahead. The Orchid on the Disruptor. And then, oh, he's gonna die very important.
That's good.
Both supports.
Yeah, that Orchid's pretty sick.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do if you're Storm. Is there one guy that counters you? How about you just kill him in an Orchid?
If I was a support, I would highly consider buying back.
A Ghost Scepter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, no, this is a tough high ground to hold. They have a lot of jump, but it is, I don't know. I think it's really just Lycan is doing this for you right now.
Man, that creep is so tanky. What the frick?
Yeah, Helm the Dawn is crazy,
Wow,
dude.
and Danny is melting.
Or Overlord, I mean?
He's doing so much damage on this reduced.
Yeah.
They do keep
Yeah, he's got
melee very
Daedalus
high.
Butterfly Manta.
Wow, at 30 minutes, that's...
Yeah.
Oh, what's his GPM right now? 682. Interesting.
Yeah, it's not even that crazy,
Yeah, it's not.
all things considered.
Okay, well, they keep the melee racks thing.
Yeah.
And here's a smoke coming out.
Man, Rue's just having such a tough game.
Yeah.
He's got a BKB now.
Disassembling the Echo Saber to get the BKB.
I think that's fine.
Yeah,
I think that's all good.
I
But
think so too. They still have the Blink Blade Mill BKB on the Axe, and Axe is getting a. So Axe had the Refresher Orb queued, but he switched to a Halberd. Do you like this
okay,
one?
yeah, I think everyone should have a halberd.
Yeah.
I think halberd is a big deal in this game. All three of their cores are right click cores.
I agree.
Radiant's bottom barracks
Like
are
Storm gets a
under
few spells, but he's a right click core. He needs to click you to do the damage.
I mean, not even that. The Dark Will is also turning into a right click carry.
True.
He has his Axe complete. No.
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah, I thought. Oh, hang on. What's going on here? Storm caught mid. BKB popped.
Have the damage, though they don't. It just stays alive.
No,
This
they
is
don't.
fast with the Dark Force. This is not
Whoa.
a good fight for this day.
Radiant's bottom
King
barracks
Bob
are
was
Yeah.
in
under
position, and for Kotu, yeah, I mean, this is another one of these teams that they need to drag these, like elongate the fights, like Plato. They
Yeah.
elongate fights like Plato, like make them run in a line towards you to keep on disengaging, kite them
Yeah.
out. If Rektal damage can completely surround you, it's horrible. And,
Oh my god. Did you
what
see that
happened to
Disruptor?
King Bob?
Disruptor just walked forward and took 5 split shots and died.
No buyback on Rakotu. I think this game might be over.
I think the game did just end.
I think it just ended. GG will
That went-
already.
Wow, that went from okay, how are they going to bounce back to the game's over in
Wow.
4 minutes?
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
Man, if you rewind 3 minutes, we probably are not even remotely talking about the end of this game. Or it wrapping up, or life on the like 3 minutes earlier. We're not. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So in hindsight, though, I think that Rectal Damage had a better team. I'm not trying to say that as a dig to Dark Horse. I think that they succeeded in the lanes the best the whole time. And in game 2, what ended up happening was a surprising outdraft that I didn't expect. I didn't realize that those 5 heroes would be so adept
Yes.
against the other 5 heroes in game 2. I didn't expect that at all,
Yeah.
which is interesting, which means, but I think in hindsight was an outdraft. I think it was an outdraft if you make it to 35 minutes or whatever the time was.
Yeah.
But I think Rectal Damage played better Dota
Yeah.
overall.
All right, I'm gonna drag in Stanny and Silks for
Sure.
Winner's interview if you want to join us for that Butland.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, welcome.
Yeah. Can I
Why,
pee?
hello there.
So, congrats on the victory.
All right.
No, you're not peeing, Stanny.
No, I'm peeing. And it's Felix takes first question.
All right. Thank you.
So, the series, game 1 was rather decisive. Game 2, a huge comeback on the way of Dark Horse. How are you guys feeling going into game 3?
Game 3, we just felt like, man, you know what happened, bro? We didn't have egg hitters, and somehow Weaver got a rapier and kind of just rapiered it up. Other than that, I mean, we just kind of were like, I mean, it was a walk in the park, that second game as well. It just kind of so happened. We kind of like, I think we threw 1 or 2 plays there. Double egg came out, and no one can hit the egg. So, like, what can you do, dude?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, coming into game 3, it was like, you know what, boys, we're just gonna run it back. We're gonna pick some heroes. We're just
You
gonna
guys kind
run
of
it down.
dummied them in lanes all 3 games. So
Yeah.
I think probably, especially going into game 3, I think it had more to do with how pissed off were you guys about game 2 was the real question for game 3.
Like, pissed off.
You know what I mean?
There was a moment of silence there after the game. Yeah, I would say there was a bit of tilt. I could feel it in Stanny.
The beginning of the end was that bot fight where they had to blow egg to kill a Tide Hunter, and then you guys trickled back in slowly. And then it turned into a 5-man wipe, and then suddenly a rapier shows up, and you're like, wait, what's happening? He's got an enchanted quiver and he's hitting me from 900 range.
Yeah, I think honestly the rapier would have been fine if what was it the refresher on Phoenix came out like as
Yeah.
soon as we geared up for our
Well,
final push.
and they got the last 2 Roches and they had shards on everybody. They had
Yeah.
they had double echo, double egg, double mint.
It happens. Hex through the game. What can you do?
So,
Yeah.
let me lasso all this back in and bring it back to game one. Butland. Game one was the game where they had Ruin the Timbersaw, or I guess a Dark Horse. It was like Timbersaw,
Yeah.
Beastmaster, and then Rectal Damage had the Primal Beast, Snapfire, whatnot.
The Snapfire. It was level 9 when everyone else was level 5.
Kind of my synopsis of game one was that you guys got every comfort pick hero that you guys possibly could have gotten. Is that how the draft kind of like shaped up for you guys? Is that something that you guys were kind of really leaning into, just kind of piecing together these comfort heroes that synergize well together?
Hold on. Let me check what the full draft was before I give false information. I mean, Stanny Terrorblade is a thing of beauty, but you know, the other heroes, I think I actually just told I told Hex in a DM that we were picking these heroes. He can click the buttons, but I picked these. I said we're picking these heroes, and yeah, we did. So. I don't know. I don't know if it's really comfort per se. I know Hex wasn't like we've ran this Snapfire like I don't know. It was a game earlier this season. I don't know if it's a comfort pick for per se, but you know we're learning as we go. Better to learn in the group stage than it is in playoffs. So
yeah.
Isn't this playoffs?
This is playoffs.
Okay.
So we learned it, so we pulled it out.
Oh, I understand. All right, sorry. Yeah, I was like, I thought you were like, it's not a comfort pick. We're figuring it out. I was like, what?
Now,
okay.
My last question for this game one is that Bell and I were worried when this PL came out because we felt like it was a very good PL game into your draft. Do you guys feel an element of pressure, the need to end the game quickly?
Nah, I think
I called that shit. I called that shit.
You did call it.
It's very easy to understand that appeal was coming there, so I wasn't worried because it's like we knew the hero was coming, and all we have to do is just itemize for the hero because we know it's coming.
Yeah.
Like we knew, like what was it? It was either Dro or what was it? We chose between Naga and that hero. Like we had to let one through because like you ban PL, they're gonna pick Naga. You ban Naga, they're gonna pick PL. So I don't know. It's just lesser of two evils, and that hero's not that great, and he didn't play it that well.
Yeah, I'll be honest. We also, I think we played another team, Demir, that's probably better, higher seeding, definitely, and they had this exact same matchup in a certain situation. So, no, we were pretty confident. We've done this before.
Okay, because we were really considering that there might be a little bit of a clock, and then it turned out in game 2, same thing except the clock did run out.
Yeah, it did. I mean. Yeah, I think we already talked about it. I don't know what Stanny's perspective was on that.
Any thoughts on game 2, Stanny?
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun game. I clicked some creeps. I had a good time, and they got a Weaver Rapier, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
Game 3 was crazy, though, right, guys? Forget game 2. Let's talk about game 3. What about that one?
Dude, I forgot to ticket the last two games.
There was an enemy hero on your screen, I think 4 or 5 times there, Stanny. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, there was enemy creeps on my screen a lot of the time. That's a very cool part.
There's a few fun feeds from Hex. Just blatant feeds.
You know, honestly, that's just the Hex, dude. You live by the Hex or you die by the Hex. You don't get anything in between, dude.
They got their triple, quadruple tip out, you know?
So I would like to say a couple things really quick.
Okay.
First off, word from Hex. So the MTG tournament deodorant guy, Hex, said this. Some words here. I saw the chat or the words on the screen say minor please, but like no profanity. But Hex said this. He personally said for MTG to off himself. Wow. Now I don't know what off means, but that's what he said.
I think he's talking about the safe laner.
Yeah, he said yeah. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But anyways, so another thing on Hex here, we kind of said it about after the game as well. But Hex only has like one mode, and it's kill mode. So he's gonna like farm you in lane, and then he's gonna farm you like a couple minutes after lane. Then he's gonna do a little bit of the feed.
Yeah.
And then once he does a little bit of the feed, that's when Silix does Silix has the turn off switch, but he doesn't turn it off until Hex feeds like 3 times.
And so, did you guys just have like a ninja swap out for Dops in game 3?
So we K7 originally. I didn't think he was going to be able to play game 2 or game 3, so we made a ticket for a stand-in, and he ended
Gotcha.
up being able to play game 2, and then we lost game 2, but he couldn't play game 3, so Dops was pre-prepared and ready to go.
Right.
So, I guess I have one more question about the game 3 draft. We saw the sniper pickup. Sniper obviously being a good pick into the Medusa, but it looked like you guys had, you had the Storm Spirit out already, and you last picked the Lycan. Did it feel like you guys had enough of the tools to deal with the sniper in game 3 going into the game?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it. I think Storm just deals with Sniper, and then
Yeah.
the supports can't deal with Lycan whatsoever. So, I mean, I think their game plan was they're gonna bait Hex in and then chain stun him.
And it worked a few times, and then you have a BKB.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also if you're calling the Storm Spirit, I'm killing the back line, and then Dusa just gets to walk in. So, what can
There's
you do?
a lot of problems there, and it's hard for them to address it all. Sniper is only like a single target DPS, so
Do you think
once, I mean, it's like
was
once
there a
it,
different pick you were worried about?
yes, we were worried about. Personally, I don't know about the rest of the team, but I was personally worried about the Dro. I know Silix had the Lycan queued up for the Dro as well, but the Dro is just a better hero. I don't know why this guy doesn't play it, but he's a great player, but he makes a bad choice there.
Well,
I actually think Drow's worse than the Lycan though, because like the lanes.
Yeah, but like
I
for the
would
game,
think
I
Drows
mean,
work into Lycan.
Well, okay, not worse. Like the game's probably better, but like I get it off to a faster start normally.
yeah, that's fair.
Paul, do you have any other questions? I have one more question if you don't have anything yourself.
I think we saw most of what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know that there was
Yeah.
a lot of secrets in this series.
Yes. Now,
No.
go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead, sir.
Okay. I was gonna say, Stanny, Rakotu was the resident F tier in your tier list.
Yeah.
Do you think
I actually put him D tier. I would move him to F tier if I could.
Okay. Do you think
But you can only afford 4 tiers.
No, I can
True.
afford an F tier, but the time and effort that it takes to go back and do that, the copy paste, it's not there.
I adjusted my tier list mid cast because I felt the need to.
Yeah.
Oh, Pharaoh.
Hey man,
Scurvy.
Rakotu,
Next
I
level.
didn't realize he was rank 800, man.
Is he
That's-
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know. This is what Dota Buff says. I could be wrong on that, but it is what it is. He's probably F tier, dude. Probably the easiest
I think
carry
it's-
in
I
the
think
league.
it's
His Weaver
hard-
though is S tier. His Weaver.
He's got a
I'll
good
give him
Weaver. A
that.
good Weaver.
I think it's
S-tier
hard to
Weaver player.
gauge because he's playing every single game from like a massive mid lane difference.
Yeah.
And I'm not even trying to dig, but
Ouch.
it's like Rue got bodied in all 3 games,
Yeah.
except for like game 2 was even-ish. But
Ouch.
and then that's tough. I mean, if you're playing some hyper farmer in all 3 games like he was, and your mid just got bodied, it feels bad.
Yeah.
Rue's a
Yeah.
good guy though. Rue's a good guy. Good guy.
I think Rakotu just has too small of a hero pool, and he doesn't. I don't know. His like when the heroes he picks, I don't think work well with the draft. They work well counter to counter. So as a in the like in a competitive like draft setting like this, I think he's probably an F tier carry because I don't know. Like I look at their draft, it looks like they were gearing up for a Naga. They picked Sniper. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just as a carry player, I don't know. He seems to have a couple of heroes that he plays, and I don't know, just not that good, man.
Well, honestly, I was expecting a super quick 2-0, especially after the first game and the first 30 minutes of game 2, but it ended up turning into a 3-game series, entertaining series, and I appreciate you both coming on for the winners interview here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Scurvy. Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
the
doing the
series.
cast. And
Yeah.
also, quick last word, shout out to Dark Horse folk. They're very nice for being flexible with our schedules and stuff like that, because
Yeah.
we had some fucked up schedules, but they worked with us. So, I trash
this
talk
ended
them,
up being
but
a
Shout
pretty
out,
fun
shout out to
series.
them.
Yeah.
yeah, they're very good people, and say what you want about Rue and his laning, but he's a
Oh.
very nice guy.
Not trying to make a dig at all. That's just how it looked.
Yeah, no, it's fair. It's fair. I mean, it happened.
Every game's different. Like every actual match.
Well, shout out to them. Thanks for accommodating the schedule switch. Sorry Frodo couldn't make it.
He was in the chat for a bit.
Yeah.
Stream sniping.
Fun series. Glad we could make some content. Second game memes.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, I'm gonna dip out here and close out the stream. All right, Butland. I'm closing out. Any last words before we say
Nope.
goodbye?
Well, yeah, actually, I wasn't trying to make any slights at
Yeah.
anybody. I was just saying how it seemed from the caster perspective, not trying to make any digs at anybody. But no, other than that, it was a good series. Thanks for having me again. It's always fun.
Yes. It was a blast. And this is AD2L Season 38. I unfortunately had Season 37 saved to my AD2L banner in my files, but this is a blast. Rectal Damage moves on, Dark Horse eliminated, and I'm excited to continue casting when I can the rest of the Heroic playoffs. And with that, Scurvy Dog and Butland out.